host, head chef of the men's room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Now, sometimes, any time of year, people are trying to eat healthier and, try to lock in that diet. I should say diet. Try to lock in that lifestyle.
Sure,
right?
there you go. Lifestyle.
Yeah. Now, let's stop calling them diets, all right? It's a lifestyle for you. Now, oftentimes, though, there is things we all enjoy that maybe we don't realize how much it is damaging your health. Now, some of the things on this list, you can pick and choose if you want to keep doing them. There's a few of them you will.
I know I will.
Okay. So these are 5 things that everyday foods and drinks that are damaging your health. Now, number 5, again, I don't think any of the 4 of us are big on this, but frozen meals.
I just don't.
Right.
That doesn't shock me,
The occasional pot pie. That's about it.
Right. Like, every once in a while, a frozen pizza or something.
A frozen pizza, we had one earlier. You know what? You're right. So a frozen pizza, every once in a while, steal the kids' chicken nuggets, but that's about it.
Does a frozen pizza count as a frozen meal? When I think of frozen meal, I think Hungry Man.
You don't think of it that way, but it is.
But see, I'm with Miles. I think they're talking more about frozen meals, like your lean cuisine,
Like if
your
you went to
Stouffer's.
a take and bake place and brought it home and froze it, and then you just baked it later.
Okay, that's different, though.
It's
You're
not
taking a
prepared
pizza
to
out
be
of the
frozen.
freezer.
But that's not the process.
These are made
right?
specifically to be frozen, which
But I
means that
think
there's different things in them.
There is.
kinda-
You know what? I'm the head chef. Miles, you're correct. Frozen pizza, not say there's
No,
frozen
they're
meal.
not. I don't think so.
Full and rank.
I will
Yes.
step down.
You
head
see
chef.
those stripes? They're up and down, son.
There's no stripes.
There's not.
But if there were,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see any stripes, head chef.
Wow. I'm not in the military. That's kind of a military reference.
you don't even wear Adidas. We can't even look at your shoes in there. You know?
Come on, man.
See that swoosh?
What rank would you be with Adidas? 3 stripes?
Sergeant.
Is that sergeant?
Right, but I think if they're 3 up, 3 down, it means you're enlisted. If they're just 3 across,
So
OCS.
Adidas are sergeant shoes.
Sergeant.
So we'll start calling them. Oh, you got a pair of them sergeant shoes.
They say frozen meals are usually loaded with sodium and saturated fat, which obviously can increase blood pressure, water retention, inflammation, kidney strain. There's also growing evidence that heating up certain plastics, even in microwave-safe ones, can lead to chemicals in our body.
Well,
You
they
would never
didn't say-
microwave a pizza, Mike. Frozen pizza. Now, frozen meals, you microwave. See?
See, and I would be.
See? Huh?
I think
Huh?
even like pizza rolls, not a frozen meal, just a snack.
Just for sake of argument, I think.
Now, those you
Let's just
microwave.
say we're talking about,
Oh,
like,
I don't make 'em.
you're eating, there's the Stouffer's ones, there's the lean. So a lot of times, like, the people found out the hard way, and lean cuisines are delicious, but they were like, oh, it's not that many calories or carbs. It's like, right.
But there's a lot of
But
other things.
you got 2 days worth of sodium in
Correct.
there. That's why you're laying in bed at night sweating.
But that's how they advertise it. Like, hey, man, low calories. That's what you're
Lay
looking
in
for.
bed and sweat.
Also,
What about
side
Hot
note,
Pockets? Do those count?
that's a frozen meal, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. To Miles, it's a snack.
Just real quick side note from the head chef here. Has anybody had the El Paso, microwavable? It looks like a nacho chip, but it's full of cheese.
No.
No. Wait a minute, hold on.
Hang on. What are we
El
talking
Paso.
about here?
It
Yeah.
looks like what? One
It
giant
looks like
nacho chip?
one giant
Is it
nacho chip.
is it frozen?
It is frozen.
And is it stuffed with cheese?
Yes, or
what do we
beef and
got
cheese.
I've never even heard of this.
Well,
Oh my God. Okay, so it's it's El Paso's Pizza Pocket. It's their pizza rolls. Only it's got beef and cheese.
Oh,
in it.
bites and chicken cheese. I see what you're saying. It kind of looks like a.
I'm not above
like
that.
a dumpling.
these things.
I would eat the living hell out of those. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I would.
It looks like a Dorito with crab in it.
Are they good?
It is a very good football food.
Okay.
Right,
All
right,
right.
it looks like a pizza roll that's got just beef and cheese in it.
Did you do
cool.
this by yourself?
Nah, me and Mark Sean had it.
He pulls out his phone. Check it out.
Look at his eye.
This one just hurts the most. But again, I'm not shocked it's on the list of everyday unhealthy foods. Potato chips,
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
and it's easy, right? They're designed to overeat them. They're also loaded with salt and unhealthy fats that contribute to high blood
That's
pressure.
why they taste so good. All the things that are unhealthy about potato chips are why you love them.
And I don't think it,
You're telling me these
Here's
Lay's
what I-
potato chips that left a grease stain on
Yes.
the bottom of my napkin are bad
Here's
for
my
me.
rule. Unless I'm going to a party or I'm having people over, I will buy a single serving bag of chips
Yeah.
every time. And that will keep me in check. I can still have them. If I get anything bigger than that, like a Ruffles, kind of forget it.
I will say, I've gotten better, but I think it helps having the pantry. So, last night I bought a couple bags of chips for the weekend, but I can't see them.
But if it's not directly in front of your face,
You hide the foods.
Because if I leave half a bag of chips on my coffee table and I start watching TV,
You're eating 'em.
you're going to eat them.
Without a
But
doubt.
like if they're out of sight, out of mind.
Ooh, well, ahoy there, and happy birthday. You know, the old Capitan doesn't like to kiss and tell, but obviously, word's got out that I've spent some quality time with some mermaids, as you like to call them. I have to say, one particular lassie that I met under the sea, she called herself the hotel. I said, what do you mean? She said, you should stay at the Holiday Finn. And the old Capitan did. She left the light on for me. Crunchberries.
Hotel Finn, huh?
Hotel, it was her idea, not mine. She said, would you like to stay in the Holiday Finn? Kind of hard to find the orifice out of.
Just say,
out of
where's the old
mermaid.
door on the Hotel Finn?
It was all about the mouth hug, Ted. Ian Fleming, the author who created James Bond, also wrote one children's book. Was it Where the Red Fern Grows, Charlotte's Web, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, or A Monster Calls?
Charlotte's Web.
I'll say what a monster called.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Was it really?
He wrote James Bond novels
there.
and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Okay, question 9.
Although it should be noted,
Wow.
if you are in, I believe it is China, the translation for James Bond is Mr. Kiss Kiss Boom Boom.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously. So something about repeating words.
Sounds like Alexis is back at it again.
Yeah.
I mean, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and James Bond both have unrealistic weapons and flying cars.
You know, that is very true. All right, here's your question. World War II secret agent Yo Thomas and Serbian double agent Dusko Popov.
Oop, he just donged us.
He gave up.
I was going to say, they were the
Damn,
real-life
man.
inspiration for what fictional character?
Boris and Natasha.
James Bond.
Oh,
That is the most like anticlimactic end of this segment. I'm sorry to
Well,
everybody that was on hold for this.
He was at question 9.
What's
And
the
our-
record?
Our biggest dummies
We're at
are
11.
Danny and Melody at 11. So he was getting right up there.
Climbing his way
I
up
figured
there.
the Night Ranger question. I'm like,
Knight Rider?
Night Rider. Goddamn it, Night
Sister,
Ranger.
Christian,
Jesus.
Sister Christian. Yes.
Never mind.
You can still rock in America was a good guess.
All right, your question. What was the name given to the space program that took place between Mercury and Apollo?
Mercury and Apollo.
It's also a sign of the zodiac.
Virgo.
Aquarius.
Gemini.
Gemini missions. Yep. Damn it! We got a lot of people on hold.
I'm enjoying Galactus.
I'm sorry, everybody.
My question number 6 is where I got you.
You think it floats in back? Coming in. Look out.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the Latin countries first, you know. Galactus got to tell. Then I headed to Atlanta, brother. Yeah.
No.
From what I heard, Venezuela. Yeah, let's start there.
He's starting from Antarctica, man.
Start at the bottom, work my way up. All right, your question. What military submarine?
I'm a munch upon it.
Hey.
And now, the Men's Room legacy continues. Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
Welcome to the 20th anniversary season. To the 20th anniversary season. Episode number 4,336. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill. And on my Ted Smith. On my Thank you. On the men's row. On tap today, the headliner of the first ever Unwrapped acoustic holiday, Brent Smith from Shinedown, joining us at 4:30. It is an ALDS-inspired Bad Choice Friday.
What?
Plus headlines, a bedroom shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack.
Good.
All right, here we go. A woman has her house invaded by hundreds of ladybugs. Fun fact, they will pee on you. Meanwhile, an LA woman is prying on old men on dating apps with a huge nose to say, at you. Family upset cops thought man was drunk while he was actually having a stroke. What do we got? Teen save man having a medical emergency that probably would have croaked. And a delivery driver steals 16 grand worth of people's stuff. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, Gene Simmons from Kiss was briefly hospitalized after he lost consciousness behind the wheel of his Lincoln Navigator. Now, as a result, he crossed several lanes of traffic and he hit a parked car. Now, he suffered minor injuries, but otherwise he's okay. The lesson here, don't fall asleep behind the wheel. Now, Gene Simmons from Kiss, he slammed into a parked car when he fell asleep. The lesser-known Brianna Cassell from Indiana, she also fell asleep behind the wheel of her vehicle, and like Gene, she veered across the road. Unlike Gene Simmons from Kiss, she ended up in a deep ditch under a bridge, and she stayed there for 6 days until a construction worker found her. One of the reasons she survived is because she would dip her hoodie into the muddy water and then suck the moisture out.
Ooh.
Yeah, they actually said if she hadn't done that, she wouldn't have made it. That sounds fun.
Ah, God.
Yeah. But that's still a better scenario than the woman in France who accidentally killed herself when the electric car window closed on her neck. And look, we'll explain how it happened coming up. But first, know that today, yeah, basically, we're talking about cars. All right, your strange experience in a car, the good, the bad, the downright weird. For example, a woman in Germany, she's refusing to pay the $41 fine that she got for a traffic violation. Because earlier this month, she was pulled over. And then when the cops popped her trunk, naturally, they were face-to-face with a Shetland pony.
What the hell?
Okay.
We'll explain her scenario in just a bit. But that's what we're talking about today. Your vehicle. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's weird. So today's question, what's your story involving a car? Brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration.
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on XN, Instagram, and Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com. And now, watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
The Rock presents.
Wide and sends meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Now, sometimes, any time of year, people are trying to eat healthier and, trying to lock in that diet. I shouldn't say diet. Try to lock in that lifestyle,
Sure,
right?
there you go. Lifestyle.
Yeah. Now, let's stop calling them diets, all right? It's a lifestyle for you. Now, oftentimes, though, there is things we all enjoy that maybe we don't realize how much it is damaging your health. Now, some of the things on this list, you can pick and choose if you want to keep doing them. There's a few of them you will.
I know I will.
Okay. So these are 5 things that everyday foods and drinks that are damaging your health. Now, number 5, again, I don't think any of the 4 of us are big on this, but frozen meals.
I just don't.
Right. That doesn't shock me.
The occasional pot pie. That's about it.
Right. Like every
It's not
once
that
in
I won't.
a frozen
I just
pizza or
haven't.
something.
A frozen pizza, we had one earlier. You know what? You're right. So a frozen pizza, every once in a while, steal the kids' chicken nuggets, but that's about it.
Does a frozen pizza count as a frozen meal? When I think of frozen meal, I think Hungry Man.
You don't think of it
See,
that way, but it is.
But see, I'm with Miles. I think they're talking more about frozen meals, like your
they
lean
probably
cuisine,
will.
Like if
your
you went to
Stouffer's.
a take and bake place and brought it home and froze it, and then you just baked it later.
Okay, that's different though.
It's
You're
not
taking a
prepared
pizza
to
out
be
of the
frozen.
freezer.
But that's not the
Because
process.
these are
right?
made specifically to be frozen, which
But I
means that
think
there's different things in them.
There is.
It kinda-
You know what? I'm the head chef. Miles, you're correct. Frozen pizza, not to say there's
No,
frozen
not.
meal.
I don't think so.
Full and rank.
I will
Yes.
step
Alright.
down.
You see those stripes? They're up and down, son.
There's no stripes.
There's not.
But if there were,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see any stripes, head chef.
Wow. I'm not in the military. That's kind of a military reference.
you don't even wear Adidas. We can't even look at your shoes in there. You know?
Come on, man.
See that swoosh?
What rank would you be with Adidas? 3 stripes?
Sergeant.
Is that sergeant?
Right, but I think if they're 3 up, 3 down, it means you're enlisted. If they're just 3 across,
So
OCS.
Adidas are sergeant shoes.
Sergeant.
So start calling them. Oh, you got a pair of them sergeant shoes.
They say frozen meals are usually loaded with sodium and saturated fat, which obviously can increase blood pressure, water retention, inflammation, kidney strain. There's also growing evidence that heating up certain plastics, even in microwave-safe ones, can lead to chemicals in our body.
Well,
You
they
would never
didn't say-
microwave a pizza, Mike. Frozen pizza. Now, frozen meals, you microwave. See?
See, and I would be.
See? Huh?
I think
Huh?
even like pizza rolls, not a frozen meal, just a snack.
Just for sake of argument, I think.
Now those you
Let's just
microwave.
say we're talking about like
I
like
make 'em.
you're eating. There's the Stouffer's ones. There's the lean. So a lot of times, like the people found out the hard way, and lean cuisines are delicious, but they were like, oh, it's not that many calories or carbs. It's like right,
But there's a lot of
but
other things.
you got 2 days worth of sodium in
Crap.
there. That's why you're laying in bed at night sweating.
But that's how they advertise it. Like, hey, man, low calories. That's what you're
Lay
looking
in bed
for.
and sweat.
Also,
What about
side
Hot
note,
Pockets? Do those count?
that's a frozen meal, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. To Miles, it's a snack.
Just real quick side note from the head chef here. Has anybody had the El Paso microwavable? It's like it looks like a nacho chip, but it's full of cheese.
No. Wait a minute, hold on.
Hang on. What are we
El
talking
Paso.
about here?
It
Yeah.
looks like what? One
It
giant
looks
nacho
like
chip?
one giant
Is it
nacho chip.
is it frozen?
It is frozen.
And is it stuffed with cheese?
Yes, or beef and
got
cheese.
I've never even heard of this.
Well,
Oh my God. Okay, so it's it's El Paso's Pizza Pocket. It's their pizza rolls. Only it's got beef and cheese.
Oh, bites and chicken cheese. I see what you're saying. It kind of looks like a
I'm not above
like
that.
a dumpling.
these things.
I would eat the living hell out of those. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I would.
It looks like a Dorito with crab in it.
Are they good?
It is a very good football food.
Okay.
Right,
All
right,
right.
it looks like a pizza roll that's got just beef and cheese in it.
Did you
cool.
do this by yourself?
Nah, me and Marshawn had them. He was like,
How many could you house down?
He goes, where did you get these? I'm like, you gotta Thrill knows. I'm scouting out that grocery
Yeah, dude,
store.
it's-
I was in there last night for 3 things. Took me half an hour, just to when it gets to the weekend, it's like pulling those up.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Again, these are 5 everyday foods and drinks that are damaging your health. Sweetened coffee drinks.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Giant flavored lattes and frappuccinos can pack in more calories and sugar than an actual dessert.
Bring it on.
I will say by this point, I think most people understand if you're getting a giant frappuccino or something,
The caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino. Say
Yeah,
something like that.
or if you're getting a coffee just loaded with stuff, like you
Yeah.
probably know.
You know.
Well,
Yeah.
they closed your milkshake shop.
I know, man.
So your consumption. See, this is going to make you healthier.
I guess.
There's one across the street, dude.
I know.
Is there?
It's yes.
Yeah, Columbia Tower.
Columbia Tower. Wow. Yeah, seriously.
You got to get over there.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, this one's going to hurt everybody in here. Alcohol.
I don't care.
Frequent alcohol consumption can strain your liver, disrupt your sleep, increase risk of certain cancers. Even small amounts can add up over time.
But it makes ugly people pretty.
Does it?
It does. Well, it wears off.
That's why I drink and look in the mirror.
That's the best I ever looked. Like, God damn, you're a sexy
I don't know.
son of
As
a bitch.
the drunker I get, I start looking at ugly people and thinking you're ugly.
That's just mean, Mike.
Yeah, it is. I'm a mean.
Supposed to make you nice.
I don't have beer goggles, man. You're just getting ugly.
No, it just
yeah.
takes your inhibitions down, Miles. I get
right.
that
That's
much closer to saying it.
Diet sodas. They don't have the sugar content of real soda, but some artificial sweeteners used in diet sodas may interfere with our gut health, insulin sensitivity. It's also bad for your teeth, just like the regular stuff.
Aspartame, man.
There's a lot of stuff, and I hear it all the time with diet sodas and everything, but this one's kind of a tough one in a lot of the health and fitness world. There's also a lot of people that are like, hey, man, if you're trying, you want to have a couple diet sodas.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right. Now, I will say, I think drinking them all the time, like you still need to drink water and other stuff, but
Sure.
it used to be, there's a few days a week, it's like, I just want to have a soda.
Yeah.
Last on the list, this one just hurts the most. But again, I'm not shocked it's on the list of everyday unhealthy foods. Potato chips.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's easy, right? They're designed to overeat them. They're also loaded with salt and unhealthy fats, contribute to high blood pressure.
That's why they taste so good. All the things that are unhealthy about potato chips are why you love them.
And I don't think it, like...
You're telling me these
Here's
Lay's
what
potato chips that left a grease stain on the bottom of my napkin are bad
Here's
for
my
me.
rule. Unless I'm going to a party or I'm having people over, I will buy a single serving bag of chips every time. And that will keep me in check. I can still have them. If I get anything bigger than that, like a Ruffles, kind of forget it.
I will say, I've gotten better, but I think it helps having the pantry. So, like last night, I bought a couple bags of chips for the weekend, but I can't see them.
But if it's not directly in front of your face,
You'll hide the foods.
Because if I leave half a bag of chips on my coffee table and I start watching TV,
You're eating them.
you're going to eat them.
Without a doubt.
But if they're out of sight, out of mind.
That's right. Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. Coming up, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. You are listening to the...
Rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All the Charles, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,406. What a large and in charge program we have for you today on this oh-so positive Friday.
Positive Friday.
As tickets went on sale this morning for Unwrap, the acoustic holiday show we're putting on December 12th at Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett. Featuring Brent Smith and Zach Myers, A Shine Down, The Pretty Reckless, Daughtry, Hollywood Undead, and Mammoth. Tickets went on sale this morning at 10. We have for you today the one and only Brent Smith from Shinedown.
That's right.
Nice.
Coming on the
That is
program
right.
at 4:30. Now, Brent talked to us. Man, the last time we talked to Brent was either the 50th anniversary of KISW, which was probably
Was that
5
the
years
last
ago.
time?
I believe that was the last time.
I know we were trying to get him to call for our 20th anniversary, which is this year, and he never seemed to be able to.
Yeah, big time.
Now I blew us off.
Hey, he likes the station.
Oh, he does. He loves
just
this
doesn't
thing.
like us.
Yeah, it's just a little weird. One time back in the old building, they were getting ready to come in studio. Steve, I think you ran into Brent in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was taking a leak, and he comes in, and he's just like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "What is that about?" He's like, "You guys sound like you're on fire today." I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Look, man, I've done your show before," and he's like, "I make it a point anytime I'm going to interview to turn your show on to see what you guys are doing." I'm like, "Well, it's the same thing all the time." He's like, "No, it's not, man." He's like, "The last 2 times I came in, you guys were actively talking about me, basically telling your audience how you're going to ambush me and what horrible things you're going to ask me." He's like, you guys always make it uncomfortable, man."
What?
So I told him,
We've known him for a long time. We have.
That literally is one of the first bands we ever interviewed.
Yeah, so we have a special. They have a special place, at least in our heart.
Absolutely.
We'll say that much. We can't speak for them.
No, he was very genuine. One time he was very genuine. He did this acoustic thing, and out of nowhere, he just kind of thanks our show. And what was nice, now he didn't say if we were good or bad. He just said, "Hey, man, they've had our back since we started. They are as advertised." But there was like no follow up.
Right, they are. What does
They
that
are
mean?
that's all he
advertised-
said.
The men's room? What
Yeah,
does
I'm
that
like,
mean? Yeah, you go there and dump one.
Yeah.
Okay. So Brent's
They're
coming
full
up.
of ass.
By the way, those tickets for the Unwrapped Acoustic Holiday. I know you need to know that all this weekend, starting tonight with Jolene, we're going to give you a chance to win those tickets.
Yeah.
Now, we're telling you as far as the way the show has already started to sell, if this is something that you are remotely interested in,
Just buy them now.
It's a Friday night, December the 12th, Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett. Get a pair of tickets now. Just make sure you
Correct.
get in the door, because I'm telling you, we will not be talking about this show
Nope.
in the coming weeks. It'll be just an afterthought because it'll be sold out, and that's the deal. There is maybe a word that we're going to do a pre-party. We don't have anything locked down yet. That's all in the works, but it's going to be an awesome Friday.
Oh, yeah. God.
It's going to be a good time. So hopefully you can join us. I mean, as far as those bands are concerned, that's. Man, I can't even think of a lineup.
That's a good
like
lineup.
That. We had a 2-dayer out at the Gorge one year for Painting the Grass, which was like Alice in Chains,
Jane's
Addiction, maybe Avenged
Volbeat.
Sevenfold. Yeah,
Volbeat, they were awesome.
We've had some great lineups.
Yeah.
But as far as a group of people coming together to celebrate the holidays for our radio station,
And to do it acoustic.
this is a pretty cool deal. Again, Jolene's got your first chance to win tickets. Screw that. Go to KSW.com. Buy your ticket now. And you know what? Guess what? If you win the tickets, then sell the other ones.
Yeah, there you go.
Or whatever. Get your money back. So Brent's coming up at 4:30. What else do we have for you today? Oh, we will drink and toast in the weekend with a shot of the day. Then it's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Jam on! So it's an ALDS-inspired Bad Choice Friday. Word on the street is there's baseball happening in Seattle today.
Nope. Say what?
I don't know if you guys have looked at the TV or read the newspapers that don't print anymore, or listened to the radio that people don't listen to anymore.
Mariners ain't
But,
even going to show up.
There's a baseball game going on tonight.
I heard it from the yard baka down the street.
Hey, that's right. The man
I
with
said
the
baseball out at Buckets out.
Here they.
Yeah.
Baseball's coming to town.
Well, you
Hey,
always,
Rusty Capone.
you always
Man,
know-
as in.
you always know the Jesus guy's down there with the megaphone. Something is happening tonight.
That's a good point.
He's like, Jesus repents you.
Go Mariners. Even he's like on a side note, God says, go Mariners.
Right. So, representing the fine state and city of Detroit, Michigan, would be the one and only Smokey Robinson.
Singing about the tears of a clown. I don't know, man. It makes me feel dirty.
Well, our holiday special is December 12th. Maybe he'll come and wish us all a very happy Chanukah.
I do love this song, but not today.
yeah.
Okay.
Damn it.
Just like Pagliacci did. It's one of the lines. Tears of a clown.
I got you. Right.
That is some
It's not
deep,
about pizza, dude.
I know. I'm not,
some deep
I
historical
didn't realize
stuff
you also
you're
had
dropping.
opera jokes.
That's unbelievable.
Honestly, the only opera jokes I have are Pagliacci.
And you actually have opera jokes.
Yeah.
Good job,
Smokey
Ted.
Robinson, Tears of a Clown, now representing Detroit. Who's representing Seattle? That would be Macklemore on a Bad Choice Friday.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20.
I saw him 2 weeks ago.
You
Oh,
did.
yeah?
That's
Okay.
right.
I
Gas
waved
works,
at
right?
him.
Hello, Macklemore.
What did he
Hey,
say?
Macklemore.
Did he wave back?
No, but the guy in front of me was very stoned, like exhaling his weed, and he goes, it'd be cool if Macklemore was here, because Diplo was playing a Macklemore song. And I said, hey, man, he's up there.
You gotta make it more.
Check the stick.
You gotta make it more personal if you want to get his attention. It's like, Ben, your mom's here.
I honestly do know some of his friends,
Oh, yeah.
but it would be weird to just name drop them.
Yeah, right.
He's just out there like, Ted.
Vote now if you follow us on X at Men's Room Live. One of those two tunes coming up right after we drink and toast on the weekend with a shot of it. So you know who you're voting for anyway. It doesn't really matter, right?
Just think,
Does this
even if you
matter?
don't like Macklemore, the Mariners
Does
are
this
playing
matter?
the
Does it
Tigers.
matter?
Vote for the Seattle band.
Does it matter?
Guy,
Exactly.
musical act.
Right.
It
Come
wouldn't
on.
have mattered.
Yeah.
We should have put two Seattle artists against each other.
We should have.
At least
Who
it would have
we
been
done?
competitive.
What, Kenny Loggins?
Now, we use him so much.
I know.
We use that guy so
Well,
much.
the problem is
man.
he's got a deep well of music. We're just only playing one or two tunes.
Because those are the ones people care about.
There's more than people know.
Somebody said, Kenny G?
Oh, hell yeah. Let's play Songbird
No,
on here.
it has to be a song that's not Songbird.
Let me see if in the system we have literally any other Kenny G.
We have Songbird in the system.
No, we don't,
we've got
there's
to.
no other Kenny G.
We've got to have Kenny G.
Has he released another
there's-
single?
No. He's very popular. I'm just saying that as far as songs you know,
see.
this is the one you know.
Kenny Chesney,
It's
Kenny
like John
Rogers.
Tesh in the NBA song.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
You
written
know-
a bunch of stuff.
you know that
But
one.
that's the one.
That's the one you know. It's not that he's not good. It doesn't have a big library.
Kenny G. Silver Bells by Kenny G. Oh, it's all
right.
Christmas stuff.
Christmas
Deck the
carol.
halls.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Forever in Love.
Hit it.
Forever in Love by Kenny G. Sorry, Tim, but Forever in Love by Kenny G. Coming up.
What do you mean? Tim's a huge fan.
Skipping ahead here. straight.
I'll tell you what, this is.
I don't think
This isn't baby making. This
No,
is making love.
I don't know about that. I don't think there's any rhythm to it at all. I think I'd be distracted.
Miles, it's not all about rhythm, bud. Half of it's about romance. You
So
like
you're
some
not
candles,
having sex yet.
flower petals.
Right now,
It's
Beautiful
foreplay.
right? It's the
That's right.
foreplay. You're doing the sweet talk, and then when the sex starts, you put on yakety sax.
I want something that takes me to Pound Town. You know what I mean?
I get it, bud, but this is how you get. See,
This is
sometimes
the
it's
warm-up.
about her.
Like,
so what you
it's-
got to do?
no,
You grab the rose and you do the little thing where you start the nose.
Why
go all
do
the
you
way
think
down.
I'm the one looking in the mirror? It's about me.
You don't just put this on and
That's
just.
why. That's why I mounted it over my bed because I knew I'd be on my back. What you doing down there, buddy?
We also have Silhouette by Kenny G.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we
I'm
got
just kidding.
plenty,
It's
man.
all of his music. Hey, take this
Yes,
time
it
to
is
undo her
all
bra.
just a-
He's got one called Tune It Down.
Is this a different song?
This is a different song. Yeah, see, it's a little bit faster, this one.
Wait,
you're
I
getting
know
closer.
this song.
Come on, Miles. You got this.
Is this Songbird? No.
No.
No,
This is a Michael Bolton song, isn't it?
Silhouette?
Well, he's just. Are these just his songs, or do people sing over them?
No, man. This is just Kenny G.
Yeah, no one sings.
The
it.
G
come
is
on
for
now, man.
greatness.
The G's for gangster.
Kenny Greatness. What you doing? Kenny
It's Mercer Island Gangster.
know, man.
That is Mercer Island Gangster if you've ever heard it. I mean, you want to talk about some of those guys that come out of there, man. I think I've heard this.
Yes, you have.
Why? Is it Songbird?
This is Songbird.
Oh, this is the one I know.
This is the one.
Did I ever tell you a story about when I came in, lost my job, and there's a huge picture of Kenny G in the hallway?
Yes. And this song just playing
It's
on
like,
repeat.
damn you, man.
Damn, you
There's a
really
big
hit it.
saxophone, like, welcome to Smooth.
You got to
Jazz.
give this guy credit though. Like he has figured out. It's like he had a bet with someone, and he said, "I swear to God, I can make hundreds of millions of dollars playing elevator music."
And he did.
And I said,
Yeah.
"There's no way." The music they play when you're on hold. I'm just
Well,
going to
even
do
more so
that.
than that. Seriously, when I lost my job in Baltimore, it was for a smooth jazz radio station. So when I got
That
fired,
would be smooth jazz, in case you didn't
but
know.
there would not be a format of smooth jazz if it wasn't for Kenny G. I would have never
and
got-
John Tesh.
Yeah, well, there's
White
like
jazz.
There's two or
Yeah.
three.
White
you know,
jazz.
White jazz.
Jazz for people that ain't broke.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Never had a drug
I
problem.
think the craziest. Do you remember years ago, Kanye West, when he was married to Kim Kardashian,
All right.
and their house was like a weird white museum, like just white walls, so this and that. He cleared out
Here's
the whole
George
place
Washington.
and put in hundreds of roses or thousands of them, and then just had Kenny G playing Songbird when she came home.
Like Kenny G was physically
Yes,
present.
yes, he
Yeah.
was. Yes, in an empty house.
That might be the weirdest Kenny G story out
Also, there's no furniture in that house.
there. Look up the
Right.
photos. It is
Bizarre. It's bizarre.
right. If you didn't think Kanye was weird, look at his house.
If you didn't think Kanye was weird already, there's something inherently wrong with you.
Can you?
Oh my God.
oh,
Thank you.
This
Hey.
looks like it's out of like a Will Ferrell movie.
Hey,
hang
I
on.
don't- none of that.
Come look at this, Steve.
Mike, Google Kanye Malibu home. Look what he did to that thing. He basically just took every single thing in there, including the walls, and
That's what you came home to.
Yeah, but
gutted
just
it. He
you're
gutted
right.
it.
But I'm just saying, and just have Kenny G
Oh, I know.
there
I've already
surrounded
seen
by
it.
roses.
And Kenny's in the corner.
That's so stupid.
It looks like a scene out of American Psycho.
It does.
Look, I am all for doing some romantic stuff, but this
Are you?
This is so much. This is so over the top.
Okay,
This
wait,
is so
wait.
Stupid.
Kenny G gets wind that your anniversary is coming up to with your, as you say, lady of the night. All right,
Damn
now
it,
he says,
Steve.
"Hey, for free, buddy, I will play Songbird when she gets home. But also, I got some buddies. We're going to clear the furniture out for you, and we're just going to line your floor with roses."
No, that's just so jarring.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even
No,
have.
Kenny G.
Right, I wouldn't even have Joe Jonas for free standing there. One, I'm in competition at that point.
You're not in
That's gonna
competition at
happen.
that point.
Yeah, you know what?
You're going to lose.
That's like me stepping in the ring with Tyson. That's
Oh,
not
no,
gonna
it's
happen.
competition.
I swear to God, I don't think you can make love to Kenny G.
You know that.
I really don't think it's that kind of music.
I could.
I mean, I make love in the silence sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And hear all the
hate
sounds
to-
of moisture.
I hate to kiss and tell, Miles.
Yeah.
You've done some Kenny G?
I have.
You find her Kenny G spot?
have you really done that?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
the Kenny G, it has like a little mullet. That's how you find it.
Huh.
No, there it is.
It's a little spongy.
Stop. Hey, Mike, can we do like musical challenges since you're married, like of different bands that you have to listen to while you and your wife fornicate?
Yes.
Like, one day it'd be like Molly Hatchet. Like, it'll just be like you
Flirting with disaster.
Yeah. Whip it good.
Oh, that one's good. That's a good rhythm.
All right, what about Pac-Man Fever?
Pac-Man fever. See? Yeah.
Driving me crazy.
That's not making love music.
What do you mean?
That's like effing.
That's
music.
effing music.
Yeah.
Hey. Maybe I can make love to Pac-Man Fever.
How about my
Sweet
ding-a-ling?
Yes.
That one would be hard.
Why?
Yeah.
Ideally,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pun intended.
I don't know that I'm a big enough guy to roll into that song.
All right, what about when the children cry?
Yes.
You could have sex while that's
She
playing.
loves White Lion, so yeah.
Okay, how about
Try you crying eyes.
Tears in Heaven, Eric Clapton.
Oh, I
could
would
get
gladly.
Through it. I could get through it.
Streets
would
of
do.
Philadelphia, the song about AIDS. Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Hey, what's she look like?
We Are the World.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. If you put it on a random playlist and all of a sudden, it shifted from one song to the next, there would be a vocal like, "What is going on here?"
What about 99 Loft Balloons? 99
Who's the old guy who's like, Rudolph or nose? What's that guy name?
Oh, wait a minute.
Burl Ives?
Burl Ives.
Burl Ives.
Did you make love to Burl Ives?
Sure.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Say music.
What?
You just said, "Can he make love to Burl Ives?"
Come here, Burl.
I just went, yeah.
Get to your right. Have you seen that mustache?
Oh, man.
Go for a ride, Burl.
Okay. All right. Our question today, we're going to talk about things that either happened involving your car. So, whether that car was in motion, whether that car was parked, all kinds of weird things can happen with your car. We'll
Yeah.
start with Gene Simmons.
From Kiss.
They said not even 2 years ago into retirement, Gene Simmons is already doing old man stuff. On Tuesday, Gene landed in the hospital when he passed out behind the wheel of his Lincoln Navigator in Malibu, crossed several lanes of traffic, and hit a parked car. He was briefly hospitalized, but yesterday he tweeted, quote, "Thanks, everybody, for the kind wishes. I'm completely fine. I had a slight fender bender. It happens, especially to those of us who are horrible drivers, and that's me. All is well. Thank you. I am Gene Simmons."
From Kiss.
There's no word what happened, but Gene's wife, Shannon Tweed, said that his doctor had recently changed his medication. Gene is 76. He's always been adamant that he doesn't drink or do drugs. Well, I totally believe that. There's no question
I
about
do,
that.
but you are doing drugs. They're just from a doctor.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, that's all.
But his wife said, like, somebody needs to tell him that he should not be driving anymore. So she has sicked the two kids, Nick and whatever the daughter's name is,
know.
on the dad,
Right.
to try to get him to quit. It is a very difficult thing to do, man. I have been there a couple times with family members, and we're trying to gently persuade someone,
Correct.
my grandfather, not to drive anymore. We successfully did that with my grandmother, no problems. But you never know with granddad. It's like, hell no.
Sure.
It just wasn't one of those things. Difference is with Gene Simmons.
He has the money to get anywhere he needs to be.
That is correct.
But that's also why the kids might not be getting on him. Like, there's a lot of money riding on this.
He says, I had a slight fender bender. It happens. He actually just had a slight fender bender. He crashed into a wall.
Yeah.
About 3 months before this. So either way, they do say next month, Kiss is set to perform as
Kiss.
a band for the first time since retiring from touring in 2023 as they reunite with bandmates in Vegas for the Kiss Army Storms Vegas event, celebrating 50 years as a group.
I'm just picturing Gene Simmons now driving in full makeup, full outfit.
Yeah.
These boots don't make it easy.
Kiss will be honored, by the way, at the Kennedy Center by President Donald Trump this year, after Stanley and Simmons previously criticized him. But either way, they will be unmasked as they play in Vegas
Unmasked.
with, as they say, Simmons, Paul Stanley, Tommy Thayer, and others.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Others. That's a weird thing to say, isn't it? What
And others.
what about Eric Singer? Where is he not?
I don't think
involved?
they're going to have a drummer.
Oh, really?
That's the sense I get.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because they had asked Ace Frehley to join them, but they did not ask Peter Criss. They do not have Eric Singer doing it.
There's going to be way too much ego on that stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the
Well-
greatest rock band ever.
To be honest with you,
Let me introduce us. Let me do it.
You got to take Tommy Thayer out of the equation. You know, he might have ego as a person, but I mean, he doesn't have that kind of ego.
No.
The dude lives in rural Oregon, for crying out loud. I mean, like, that's not really ego driven. It's kind of like leave me alone. A woman is killed by an electric car window. This is horrible. A woman in eastern France was killed in a freak accident while cleaning her car, according to French media. Bernadette Delmati, 60, was cleaning her Fiat 500. Investigators believe the car began to roll backward.
Right.
And she apparently leaned through the open window to reach the handbrake, which she'd forgotten to set. But in the process, she inadvertently activated the switch for the automatic window, which then closed her head on her neck. Now, by the time she straightened up, the window had stopped on her neck. All right? Friends grew concerned when she didn't arrive for a planned dinner and couldn't be reached by phone. Later, they discovered her body trapped by the car window at her home, and an autopsy confirmed asphyxiation as the cause of death.
Wait, you
Authorities
find her body
wrote
the
it
way
an
they found her,
accident.
but like, we need an autopsy. I'm like, do you?
Believe it or
that's
not,
like Final Destination stuff.
That is what I said.
do you know the jerk reaction you have if you have your hand out the window and someone
it's
starts
instant,
turning
man,
up the
yeah.
electric windows like
Yeah.
the driver, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Instantly.
Because you think it's just, like a guillotine for your fingers? Yes. That is unbelievable.
I didn't realize the windows could actually do that. I thought they had some kind of sensor where they. Apparently,
with you.
Fiats don't, at least.
I'm shocked it was even that strong.
That's crazy. Our question, what is your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK, you're listening to The Men's Room. Concept of how to do this. So I think like with a flight simulator, a couple times, 2 or 3 times.
But with the flight
then with an actual
simulator-
instructor telling you what to do, if you just listen.
But the only hard part, again, is taking off, which is the easier of the two dangerous parts, and landing. So, like in a flight simulator, everybody does great in the air. I did a barrel roll. Cool. When it's time to land, that's where the percentage starts to drop.
I bring it up every time. On the original Nintendo, there was a Top Gun game.
So you can fly a fighter jet.
I never landed.
Never landed
Right,
it,
but
right?
you could-
I could shoot down other planes.
You could
but-
fly it.
But you had to get back, and that was the issue. You could never advance.
So every flight you went on was a suicide mission.
Basically,
Just
yes.
because he can't, like, hey, man,
But I wasn't-
he's an ace pilot, but he can't land this bitch.
But I wasn't planning on it. I thought I was going to land.
Right.
Now, there's a difference. Like kamikaze pilots, like they took an oath, and they're like,
I
"Hey,
understand.
we're going to die on purpose."
Yeah.
I was just bad at landing.
You're what we call the accidental kamikaze.
Yeah, which is not a good term.
Now, I
It's
know,
like, no, he did not smash his plane at your headquarters. He was trying to land, believe
now,
it or not.
I know for a fact Mike read this, but did you guys know why, when you take off in an airplane, commercial airplane, if you can get out these days,
Yeah.
and when you land, do you know why they dim the cabin lights?
I read this a while ago, but I don't remember.
Okay. So this is probably more of the bad, okay?
Yeah.
So the reason that they dim the cabin lights and ask you to put the...
Pull down the shades.
Okay,
or-
there's a couple reasons, all right? Number one, what you can see outside of the window in the event of an emergency. All right, so when you land and when you take off, those are more than likely the highest percentage of times when bad
Something's
things
going to
can
go
happen.
wrong, yeah.
The reason they dim the lights in the cabin is so in the event of a catastrophe, when the power goes out in the plane, the lights that are on will shut off and your eyes will need to adjust.
Okay.
If it's dark when you take off and dark when you land, when you crash the plane, your eyes will already be adjusted and you will be able to, if you can escape the plane, have a better chance of finding your way out.
Didn't they think, though, that you don't need to do that because when it bursts into flames, the illumination from the fire should help guide you?
Well, you would hope so.
To your nearest
I mean,
exit.
that would be my hope.
I never pulled down my shade, by the way. Look, they control the lights, so they dim
Yeah.
the light. But I always have the shade up.
We gotta see. You gotta watch it happen.
The whole and look,
I mean, look,
if it bursts into flames, if there's a gremlin, if we hit a bird, like I'm gonna find out one way or another. But I have no problem with seeing it.
I'm with you, and I rarely sit in a window, but I feel like the only time I really close the shade is if we're landing somewhere warm.
Yeah, that's about it.
It does get hot. And when you're sitting there on the runway or whatever, just waiting to
But I won't,
taxi.
Yeah, I won't lie. I flew back this year from the East Coast on July 4th. Mm-hmm. It was kind of awesome. Every time you go over a big
You see
city,
fireworks everywhere.
yeah, you could see all the fireworks.
Well, like Chicago or whatever the flight pattern was.
Oh God, no, Miles! You know me and flights. We had to fly through Texas because there's a big storm.
Did you
from
have-
Boston?
Did you?
Oh,
Yes!
from
Oh my
Boston.
God! Did you fly into Houston?
We didn't
What a
stay
PO,
over.
what a POS
But we
airport
had to
that is.
fly down through Texas. There, there was a big storm out there. Wow! So for most of the flight, we have the things up, and everybody's like, "I've never seen a storm that big." But then, yeah, we went over like Colorado Springs or something. You could see their fireworks, and then as we were landing, it was only like 10:15.
So we're just getting started here, right?
Right. So the main fireworks were over, but like all over Burien and White Center, you could just see all the fireworks going on. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Here's another one. A friend and I decided to go check out a bowling alley down the road from a place I lived at the time. Walked in there. Who was bowling? Green Day. It was us and Green Day. We ended up spending the night just having drinks, bowling, and chatting with them and the road crew.
That's pretty cool.
That is
All
pretty
right.
cool.
I didn't even tell him, like, dude, I really don't enjoy your band, but you seem like decent guys.
Yep. I watched my buddy bowl a 300 game. A
That's
sanctioned 300 bowling in a tournament in college. He was my roommate.
Right.
But to watch someone actually do it, I mean, it's kind of like a no-hitter.
I was going to say,
I
can you
can't-
say anything to him? Or
like even the other teams in the Big East, everyone kind of started to migrate down the lanes. Like when they could be practicing for their next
Right.
match, whatever. But everyone's just then the next thing you know, man, it's like.
Everyone's watching his ass.
And that's the weird thing about it. Like even when you play golf, the last thing you want to do is have 55 people behind you when you're teeing off.
Yeah.
You could be just fine by yourself. But when you start by yourself, I think he was bowling against the guy from Pitt. But I mean, even the Pitt team, everybody's coming.
Yeah.
up. And this guy didn't have a chance against Rozak, but Joe was just on fire. And so, we've got pictures of beer. He's bowling his ass off and like just coming down to the 10th frame. And it's like, come on, man.
Right, don't mess it up now.
Come on, man. Because there's one thing to walk into a bowling alley and roll a 300. There's another thing to roll a sanctioned one.
Correct.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
like anything else. I mean, we could go to the softball field right now and hit a home run. There's a difference when you
Nobody cares.
hit one in a game.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Right. But at a
Right.
game, everybody cares.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, let's see. Got caught in an avalanche while skiing and managed to survive by slamming my skis against a tree. After I got over the shock of being alive, I realized that my coat was pierced by a tree branch. If it had been a centimeter or two longer, that would have gone straight into my lung.
Jesus. Once in a lifetime.
Scuba diving with a manta ray, 30 minutes floating and watching. Absolutely unforgettable. Graceful.
That's pretty cool.
I wouldn't. Scuba diving is one of those things where
Nope.
Nope.
No. I mean, listen, I can watch
You
it on
would give
TV,
it a try?
and it is beautiful. Look, dude, I don't want to be in water deep enough that I need scuba gear. You follow me? So
Right.
once you get to the point, like, hey, if we're going to go out this deep, you need scuba gear. Then
KISWHD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Our question on the So Positive Friday: what's your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
hello, Dan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Dan?
Paging Dan. I think he's muted. Dan, you still with us,
I don't
buddy?
hear anything there.
Right. I think that's why I think that he's got us muted on his side.
All right, we'll get back.
All right, hold on for a
See if he's
minute.
still there.
Come on, Dan.
All right, let's talk about the woman who's clearly bragging about her breast size. Hello, Dee Dee. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey guys.
Hola.
Hola. Way high window guys, girl here.
Oh, Diddy, what's up?
Hey. So 14 and a half years ago, my son, who's now 16 now, he totaled my truck. The truck was backed in our driveway, and I had some saddles in the driveway that I was cleaning, and my husband at the time, my ex, he was leaving to go pick up our kid off the bus, our other kid, and was moving the saddles out of the way, and little Tyler, who was 18 months old, climbed up into the truck, and we weren't worried about it because we thought you would have to put your foot on the brake to put the truck into gear, and he found the right key on the console, put it in, and that was the only year of the Chevy that you did not have to put your foot on the brake to put the truck into
That's
gear.
the 1 year. The 1 year.
Yep, that's what we were told. And our driveway is really long and it slopes down. And he put that truck into gear, and the truck was flying down the driveway. And my ex,
Hold on.
God,
Was he
yeah.
was he in the seat or was he on the floor?
No, he was on the seat. He was standing up, having the time of his life.
He was going backwards or forward? I guess he was going forwards because you backed
Yeah.
in. You backed in. Okay.
Forward.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. And so my ex like ran after the truck, and the passenger's door was unlocked and jumped in, and he was trying to slam it into gear, and they took out a tree and it totaled the truck. Oh yeah.
Well, how was Tyler? Did Tyler go flying into the steering wheel? Or
was the kid all right?
So he hit his head so hard on the steering wheel it bent the steering wheel.
Wow.
Jeez, man.
Is he okay
Yeah.
now? Does he drool? What is his mental capacity like right now?
So he has a truck now. He just turned 16 and drives a big diesel truck, and we laugh about it now.
Yeah. Did you take him to the hospital?
Yeah, and so my ex, he's a firefighter, EMT, and so I kept saying, and he was in shock too, and I didn't realize, and I said, how come we're not, calling 911? And he said, I am 911. He was in shock.
Yeah, at that point, like,
I am 911.
I am 911.
Jeez Louise.
And I'm already here.
So we were flying to the hospital, and the ex had a broken arm, wrist, and from trying to slam it into gear. Tyler had a bad concussion, and we had a totaled truck.
Can you tell
That
when
is
an
crazy.
18-month-old has a concussion? Like, as a mom, you're dealing with your 18-month-old because they're already a little out there.
Yeah,
you know what I
I get
mean?
it.
The world is still a little unique to them. So, like, what are the telltale signs of an 18-month-old that they have a concussion?
Well, he was out of it. He had blood coming out of his nose.
That's one sign.
Yeah,
The dent in the steering wheel.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you took him to daycare, would they say, hey, he seems a little unusual
No.
today?
I'm with you. I think if a kid bumped his head, it'd be very hard to tell.
Yeah.
But I think in this case,
With blood and all that.
blood, the dent.
Yeah, no, if it's that bad, you can always look at their pupils, and their pupils might be a different size.
Oh, right.
Something
So, like,
is
if you're
off
on
with their
acid,
eye.
same idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Just
but
big
see,
ass pupils.
as a parent, I really try not to look my kids in the eye. It's much easier to lie to them that way.
Yeah.
Less guilt when you say, "Yeah, McDonald's is closed."
And you were witness to all of this. You saw this go down.
Oh, absolutely. Like, we live on a couple of acres. The neighbors are a couple of acres away, and it was so loud that they heard it and came running out.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. And
I mean, did you
well,
chase after the truck as well, or did you kind of stay static and just watch this whole thing unfold?
no, I was actually in the house, and I heard it.
Oh.
And,
I wonder how
he
fast
picked it.
how fast the truck got up to in speed before it slammed into that tree. Because
I heard that it was going pretty fast.
because he had the ability to run and catch and jump in.
But he said it's on a slope,
Yes.
so
It had to get going faster.
right
after that.
faster and faster and faster before it hit the tree. So that tree was completely gone as well.
Oh, for sure. The tree, the big old stump is still there, and it's huge.
So how does insurance deal with this? Right? Are they willing to replace the value of the truck, or they say, "Hey, man, your kid climbed in and did this"?
So, unfortunately, the truck was brand new. Probably only had, it was off the showcase floor, the one and only brand new vehicle I've ever owned. And, you're never going to get the full amount back.
Of course.
And so I had to go and get a used truck after that.
Do you think the reason Chevy only did it 1 year that your son might have something to do with that?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, because that sounds like a bad idea.
Does Tyler have any recollection of any of this?
Oh, not at all. But we have a great picture of it with his older brother. He was, his older brother's a couple of years older than him, standing next to him with this big grin on his face, looking at him like he was so proud of his brother.
There you go. That's all it takes.
Not on me this time.
Wow.
What is your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
Miles, you brought up the drugs and pupils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this. I thought all drugs dilated your pupils.
Not all, but yeah.
Yeah, apparently if you do opiates, it's complete opposite.
You get little tiny beady eyes.
Yeah, it almost disappears. And then it's like marijuana, booze, it's like you get red eyes.
I was going to say,
But
you
like,
could
I know
tell the
tripping,
opiate
you
crowd.
get big.
Because if you
Yeah.
go downtown, right, you go to 3rd Avenue, that's 7-Eleven there, like nobody has pupils. Like you know what they're on because they're looking at you, they're speaking to you, and you're like, you have no discernible pupils. I know you're flying.
Well, and I've been like, especially a lot of the festivals around here. I know some of the security
How many
guards.
different eyes do you see at those festivals?
Yeah, and it's just like it's somebody. Sometimes you'll be like, "You doing all right?" And somebody will be like, "Yeah, man, what?" Or like, man, your eyes are like saucers.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, do you even have a rest of your eye? Like, how long ago did you drop?
What would your eye color be if your pupils hadn't taken the whole thing out?
Exactly. Black. By the way, it's 1 p.m.
Right.
What's your, well, I like a good day tripper. What's your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
Let's try Dan again. Hello, Dan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
There he is.
All right. So back in the 80s, I had a 69 Cougar. Needed to do some work on it underneath.
69.
Nice.
Little work underneath.
Yeah. Get under the hood.
Oh, the Cougar.
So instead of doing it the safe way with jacking it up and using some jack stands, I had these pressed metal ramps, these red ramps I got at like Al's Auto Supply back in the day,
Yep.
that you drive the front end of the car up
So you
on.
can change the oil and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was down working underneath the car, and I start hearing a creaking, and I have about a second to turn my head and watch the first ramp collapse. As I start to shimmy out, the second one collapses. So the car comes down on me. It wasn't real fast. I had like 2 seconds, so it wasn't like it slammed on the ground, but it came down fast enough I couldn't move. So I've got the exhaust pipes on either side pinning my shoulders and my upper arms to the ground, and the transmission sitting on my chest. Now, I'm in the driveway. My brother and some friends are inside the house, but I'm trying to shout, but because the transmission is laying on my chest, I can't take a full breath.
No, excuses.
Help! I couldn't shout. And luckily, a neighbor was walking by and was able to flip a wrench out from underneath the car and weakly, like, help me! And she went in and got the guys to come out and lift the car off me. But that was a scary couple minutes.
I bet it was.
How long do you think that thing was on top of you?
I would say 10 minutes.
That is
like
a long
5
time.
hours, but it was, I mean, not being able to breathe, it's a weird sensation where you can't open your chest or raise your chest, and it felt like every time I breathed, it would come down further.
Like every time you exhale, it gets
What was the Cougar the Mercury to Ford equivalent of? Was it like a Mustang?
that would be the upper, it's kind of a higher-end Mustang.
Okay. And you said that these ramps you bought, they just collapsed under the weight of the car.
Correct.
But they are designed for you specifically to drive your car up on them the way you did.
To change your oil filter and all that?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, you might remember them. This was like 40 years ago. They're like this pressed sheet metal. They're red with holes in them to make them lighter weight or whatever.
I just assumed they held the weight of the thing that you bought them for is all.
Well, they're supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Look, maybe the older the car, the heavier the car, whatever the deal is.
Still. I mean, you just assume, like, oh, okay, this is what they're for.
You've got a
They
big-ass
should work.
engine in the front of that car, too.
Yeah.
What is your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Shannon. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, what's up?
Hola! What's up?
Listen, I was listening to your station. It was 3 weeks after I graduated high school. GNR, Welcome to the Jungle came on.
Great song.
I was rolling. Yeah, that's my band. I was rolling in my 81 Toyota Celica. And I saw my younger sister's friends walking towards our parents' house. And I just manually rolled down my passenger window, blasted the tunes to be like, yeah, I'm rocking out. I'm graduated. I'm about to be independent. And didn't pay attention when I was making a left-hand turn. And the car totally T-boned me.
Oh.
In front of my parents' house.
Awesome. You're going to die. You know where you are?
Yes, you win the jungle. And listen, my mother was a combat medic in the Army. And when all the police and everyone came, well, first of all, it was embarrassing when the tow truck driver was like, where do you need to tow the car? And I was like, this is where I live.
Right there, buddy.
Yeah, but my mother tried to tell the police officer, like, my daughter was right. And I was like, Ma, no, I really wasn't. I wasn't.
Did you run a red light? What did you do?
No, I took I failed to yield on a left-hand turn.
Because she was rocking out.
I follow.
Yeah.
So were you pulling into your
I was
driveway?
walking out. I cranked down the windows like, oh, my sister's friends are going to think I'm so cool. Let them hear my radio in my Celica. Yeah, it was.
You talk like David Lee Roth.
I know.
Listening to my radio.
My Celica.
Down through my legs, squeeze the seat back.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I paid a lot of money for a long time because of the accident. But
Yeah.
that's it. I mean,
I like how you kind of blamed our station, though. I was
Okay.
listening to your station.
What do you drive now, by the way? I'm curious.
that's kind of a funny story because you know that story you had about the lady with the Fiat, the unfortunate news.
Yeah, she closed her own
Yeah.
neck in it, yeah.
By the way, you know Fiat stands for Fix It Again, Tony, right?
I've heard that. Yes,
I never heard that one.
Oh, you haven't heard that
Hey,
one?
Tony!
Fix it again, Tony. It's an Italian car.
So I have graduated to an Escalade these days, but I had a really similar situation where my hand got severely bruised because my driveway is like it slopes downwards, and I had bought some beer and stuff at the store, and when I got home and popped the back hatch opened, it started rolling out, and I didn't want it to bust out. Anyways, my hand got stuck in there because I was like, abort mission, close the lid. I don't want to lose the alcohol, but my hand got stuck in there.
How long was your hand stuck in there?
Well, until, I mean, it's not a big, I don't have big hands, so until I pulled it out.
All right. You seem to have had a very interesting life.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I'm scrappy. That's it.
You sound like it.
In my mind, and I don't know why, I just picture a lot of side boob.
Yeah.
Like that is kind
My
of
guess is
what
like
goes
you're
on.
5'3" and you weigh 105 pounds. That's what I'm visioning.
Oh, I'm 5'2.5", but you got the weight right.
How many people have you
5'2"
stabbed
and a half,
in your
but
life?
I got the weight right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
How much you weigh, Miles?
How much do I weigh?
No. How much did you say she
How much
weighed?
did you? How
I
much
said
did you weigh,
105.
Shannon?
I said what? 5'3", 105, 10 pounds.
Or maybe 150. I don't know.
All
But
right, okay.
anyways, yeah. But I'm scrappy nonetheless.
All right.
Wow.
Somewhere between 105 and 150. Ted.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I like that.
somewhere-
I mean, good for her.
That's a
That's a big
30
range.
body weight.
I don't know, man. Somewhere between 105, 150.
that was fun.
Honey, I'm somewhere between my first beer and blacked out, all right?
I'm scrappy.
Give or take 45 pounds,
I'm
man.
scrappy. Well, everybody's scrappy after 15 beers.
What's your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
She said, I don't have big hands.
I know.
We didn't suggest that.
We were not suggesting
Which
that
leads
at all.
me to believe she
She got big ass
Yeah,
hands.
you're off the hook, Julie.
Yeah. 5'2" with big ass hands.
Let's be honest. No, she's not.
Out there looking like Ludacris in that video.
Hello, Coda. Welcome to the men's room. Wow.
Hola, Vitola. So this is a funny story. So I'm on my way from Rochester to Lacey because I work for a cleaning company. Early in the morning, like 5 a.m., foggy, slippery, too icy. And this guy in a Honda Accord slams right into the back of my 04 Chevy Tracker. And then I come to find out months later, I'm driving down the road, and my whole rear end, and I shit you not.
Once again, Men's Room Colors, here are the 7 words
did
you
say
must
rear
say on
end.
the radio.
You will not.
Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
All right, Coda, no more brown words, but we believe you.
I got you. I'm sorry. Anyway, my whole rear end fell out when I was on I-5.
Happened to Miles once.
Yeah. And,
In San Diego.
I had work the next morning after that, too. So I had to go all the way down to Albany the same day, the same time that I broke the rear end.
Okay.
The rear end. I don't know why this bugged me so much.
The rear end.
Broke my rear end, man. We got thrown out.
That
Somebody-
was an interesting segment with collars.
Oh, yeah.
Fell right
Yeah,
out.
it was pretty fun.
I'm sturdy.
What's your scrappy?
Scrappy, not sturdy.
I don't have big hands.
Sorry. I don't have big hands.
It's kind of a good selling point, though. I have really tiny hands. Cool.
All right.
That's a great visual.
Nice.
Thanks. What's your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
This portion of The Rock brought to you in part by Palace Law.
It's no secret
Look, dude, I don't want to be in water deep enough that I need scuba gear. You follow me? So once you get to the point like, hey, if we're going to go out this deep, you need scuba gear, then I would say then I will gladly stay on the boat.
Well, the problem, have you snorkeled before?
I've snorkeled before.
All right.
And you do get, and I did it in the Bahamas, and at the age that I did it, I was 14 or 15, I did not know what the continental shelf was. I had heard of it. Yeah. But it is literally what it says. So
it just drops the hell off.
The water, it's all like 4, 5 feet deep, and you're talking half a mile out. So snorkeling was cool. The water's crystal clear. And it's stupid, but in my head, I did not understand why. As I kind of looked in the ocean horizon, it just got black.
It's black. It's black, and it's dark.
I swam past, I guess, the edge of the continental shelf, and so you're just looking down, and I realized, oh my God, it went from like 5 feet to however many hundreds of feet right there. I swam right back and said, nope.
The temperature of the water changes by about 10 to 15 degrees.
It's instant.
And there's a current that goes through there.
Oh, yeah.
So when you get out into it, you feel like you're in the abyss, and you don't realize how quickly
you are.
That's taking
you're looking into. You went from looking at white sand into the pits of hell. The temperature drops, and I'm like, I don't quite understand what I'm seeing, but I know that I don't want to be here.
I think if you snorkel from the beach and you go into a cove or whatever, you have a general sense of where you are.
Sure.
And you know where the beach is. You know it's behind you, so you can kind of see everything in front of you.
But the ocean is not like that.
Now, when they drop you off in a boat in the middle of the ocean and you start doing this, you realize that you can't see 360.
No.
So the stuff that's behind you, that's what freaks me out, is the fact that you just don't have the peripheral vision to know everything that's coming around you.
Exactly.
And where it's coming from. And that's why, like that open water stuff, which I did in Hawaii, it was kind of freaky because you go like, well, there's a baby shark. And then you wonder, well, like most animals, do the parents hang around? I mean,
right.
Or do they let them go at a certain point? Or where is mom?
You realize what you don't know.
Where's dad?
If I see a cub bear, I know mama's close.
That is correct.
Right? So I will take precautions. Right. You see a baby shark, like, do they hang out with their moms? If they do, am I going to die? Do they hang out with their moms? I don't know.
Sharks are more like humans. And sometimes those baby ones just run off.
Maybe.
They could. Like the hell with this amount.
But like when I live in Capitol Hill in the summertime, right, there's a lot of tourists that would go up to Capitol Hill.
Sure.
The amount of times just walking around my neighborhood where I had to be like a offensive lineman and block a small child just sprinting down the street, it was countless.
But here's the
thing. Are you
thing.
serious?
Were the parents not looking for
the parents were that you could see, you could see, you're right, you could see
That's
the
my
parents.
point with the baby shark. Baby shark may have run off, but that tells me that mom was looking for the shark that has run off.
You're right. Anytime you see a toddler just sprinting, you kind of go, all right, little fella, right? Like, you don't touch it. You just, let's say it's like pass blocking. Like, all right, all right. Yeah. And you're like looking, like, where are these parents?
Like, come on.
I saw my ex-wife. This was in the Dominican. We're on a wall, kind of like you said. We're everything just drops.
Yeah.
And I turn the corner and I see her, and she's about 15 feet down. She's she swam competitively her entire life, so she's a pretty strong swimmer, and she can dive and all that crap. So she's pretty deep. I'm about 10 feet. She's about 15, and that's about my limit on my ears, my head.
Okay.
Just water pressure in general. Feeling comfortable holding my breath, being that low. So I turn the corner and I look at her, and I swear to God, it looked like prairie dogs coming out the side of this wall. It was like whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Just you'd see this thing pop out from a different place. So we go to the surface, and she goes, hey, check this out. This fish is smiling at me.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm like, what
fish
are you talking
don't
about?
Smile.
She's
Smile.
like, just come down here and check this out. And I'm like, all right. So I go down there, and I look into this hole, and I'm staring in the face of a moray eel, which I can very easily identify.
Yes.
They're huge. They're green. They've got a million teeth in them. And she thinks this is a fish. And I grabbed
she thinks it's smiling.
I grabbed her freaking arm, and I started swimming as fast as I can away from that wall because they were popping out about 5-6 feet.
Yeah.
That's how they hunt. They hide, and anytime a fish goes by or something they want to bite, they pop the hell out, grab the damn thing, and shoot back in their hole. And I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, what is wrong? What is wrong? I'm like, it's a moray eel. So we get to the shore. Someone is actually fishing, and they've caught a moray eel.
All right.
Apparently they're tasty. So I've never had a saltwater eel. But anyway. So
you like eel?
I like unagi, but that's
a freshwater eel.
So I don't know what saltwater eels taste like. Never seen it on the menu before. But she looked in that bucket. He had a 5-gallon bucket where he had all his crap, and I was like, that's what you were looking at. She's like, oh my God. I was like, yes, you dumbass.
But isn't she an animal lover?
I don't.
Well, obviously.
And you thought that a fish was smiling.
I don't think she really appreciates like ocean life. I think she's more of a land.
Right, she was a vet tech, but like people don't bring in fish.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, you're right.
She doesn't care about that.
They
That was
don't smile.
That was my interest growing up. I knew every kind of shark. I knew all that crap.
But they're not smiling at you. That's you're a grown ass adult.
That was amazing.
If my kid said that, I go, okay, let me explain real quick. And ain't smiling at you. You know?
I mean, it's like people are like, "Oh, that dog's smiling." Like that dog's gonna attack.
He
you.
is not smiling. That is not a smile.
Yeah.
He's
Dog-
showing
dog's
his teeth.
He's showing his teeth. That's
Same
not
thing
smiling.
with I found with like chimpanzees and the primates.
If you smile at them,
If you smile at them, right? And think about this. So one, again, because animals don't smile, so it's not smiling at you. But if you smile at it, just the fact that you're showing your teeth, their thought is to attack. Not even I don't like you, just like I got to attack.
yeah, because you're threatening me.
Which again, if I could talk to any chimp, like I promise you, I am not.
That's why I don't want to go to Russia. Isn't it like a giant faux pas to like smile at random Russians you don't know?
I don't know. Is it?
Is it?
I think so.
You fall out the window.
And I'm always just smiling.
Really? Have another
Like,
guy
I feel
fall-
like they were just going to arrest me or beat me
I
up.
had another major guy fall out a window. He smiled at somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't go. I fell off a balcony. I don't even be accidentally falling outside a window.
We got to figure out what's going on over there with the windows.
Strong gravity,
I'm-
weak glass.
I'm telling you right now, they need to like people from Pella or Anderson to go in there and check it out. Good or bad, what was your once in a lifetime experience? 206-803-ROCK. Hell, that Window Nation. Send them to.
There you go, Window Nation.
That'll be our next commercial.
No one's died in Russia as a result of Window Nation. That's right.
I don't like them.
We don't buy Window Nation and Motherland.
American country.
I'm
Can't
not
fall out
positive about
window.
the Russian thing. It's just a theory I've heard. Like, don't smile at Russians.
They don't seem like the warmest bunch.
That also sounds like something a buddy just told me, and I took it to heart. Hey, man, don't smile at Russians.
Look, man, I don't know. All right, I met a Russian dude when I was in Hawaii. This was probably like 18 years ago. The wife and I are like, hell with it, let's go to Hawaii. Go to Hawaii. Could not smoke at the hotel, but they had a bench close to the beach. I would go down there and smoke. And this guy, probably about my height, but probably outweighed me by 180 pounds, all right?
Big
But
man.
He had a bit of a beer belly, and that's it. The rest of it was just human. He's wearing a velour sweatsuit.
Was this like Dolph Lundgren or something?
He was not that good looking. All right. I mean,
okay,
this is just a big, ugly Russian dude. And he has a velour sweatsuit on, all the gold chains you can imagine. So,
He's Russian.
You mind if I sit? Like, no. So we were just striking up a conversation. We're both choking down cigarettes. We could talk about the same topic, but his approach to it was a lot different than mine or anyone I know. Like, everything's very matter of fact, to the point that I would believe it if they said, don't randomly smile at a Russian guy. Because we would joke around about stuff and both chuckle, but even when I looked at him, he's chuckling, he's making the sound of chuckling, but he's not smiling. You
fall out the window next.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, I guess maybe it's just him.
Years ago in Belltown, we're at a bar.
Yeah.
And we had gotten shots. The guys next to us were clearly Russian.
All right.
Right? So, like, I think we cheers to them or something. So, you know me, Nostrovia. And they're like, oh. They buy another round, and they're like, you. I was like, yep. Nostrovia. Then we get outside and they're speaking Russian. I go, I don't know. And they're like, we don't believe you're Russian. I'm like, I'm not. And they seemed pissed.
So
Why,
you
did
took
you
the
toast them?
time to say what cheers in Russian.
Correct.
But you're not Russian.
I don't know if they thought it was Russian. But now that they have bought me the shot and I'm not Russian, they seem angry.
You'll fall out the window next.
What do you do? Like,
I don't know.
I get shot back.
I mean, literally, I just looked at my buddy and I go, we should go. Because it was like last call. Like, we couldn't get another shot. I was just like, I don't know. And like, as I tried to be like, I didn't mean to offend you. It just seemed to be pissing them off more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good or bad, what was your once in a lifetime experience? 206-803-ROCK.
Just say cheers next time, dude.
I know. I had to. Well, they're Russians. Nostrovia.
Now we kill him.
Right.
Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, guys.
Hola.
Okay, when I was 14, I had a house in Telluride, Colorado, and I got to hang out with the Grateful Dead.
How did you get to hang out with the Grateful Dead?
Yes, me, Jerry Garcia, and everybody.
How old were you?
I got to go on stage with them when they were playing there.
How old were you? Do you remember?
14.
14.
What did you do when you walked out on stage?
Shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast the weekend with a shot of the day. Then it's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
And right, today at ALDS Inspire Bad Choice Friday, apparently there's baseball on tonight.
What?
Yes. Your Seattle Mariners taking on the Detroit Tigers.
I wish someone had told me.
So representing the fine city of Detroit, the one and only Smokey Robinson.
Happy Chinooka.
I don't want it to win. I love this song.
Smokey Robinson and Tears of a Clown taking on Macklemore on a Bad Choice Friday.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20.
Following us on X Era Men's Room Live, will it be representing Seattle Macklemore or Detroit? And Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson.
One of those two tunes coming up right after we drink and toast with a shot of the day.
Vote for Macklemore for Seattle.
Yeah. What is your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Travis. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
Doing well, man.
Wonderful. See, I got a fun little one for you. Speeding story. Was headed down years ago, driving westbound on I-90, and it was a wide open lanes, nobody on the highway. I had a friend of mine and my younger brother in the back seat, and I decided I was going to have a little bit of fun. There was nobody on the road, and so I started flooring it, and at some point I got up to about 130 going down I-90 in those twisted corners, so I was going straight down the corner, crisscrossing opposite traffic and back. Very stupid thing to be doing at a younger age. Made bad choices like that.
No, that's the only age you're going to do. It's a stupid choice when you're 50 and to do it. When you're young, still a stupid choice, but people say, yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah. I was driving a Passat, a Volkswagen Passat turbocharged, so having a lot of fun with that for sure. My brother was in the back seat holding on to either of the
hang on.
He tried.
Once again, bedroom colors, here are the 7
He's not
words
wrong.
you can't say on the radio. Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
Who hasn't grabbed onto the OS handles?
Yeah.
That's right. So he was sitting in the middle. No, he was sitting in the middle seat, holding on to both of them, swinging back and forth, cheering me on, go faster, go faster. Well, lo and behold, of course, as expected, bunch of big blue lights lighting up way behind me. And so, as you expect, you're doing something stupid, you're going to get the repercussions. So I get pulled over by a stater, and that stater comes up to me, and he looks at me, and as I know, he's got to be the one that tags you. He walks up to the window, and he goes, "Do you understand how fast you were just going?" And I look at him, and I go, "I don't know, sir. How fast was I going?" And he goes, "Well, I clocked you at 90 miles an hour." And I started laughing.
Cool.
And yeah. He clocked me at 9. I was going 130. When he caught up to me, I was slowing down, and he got me at 90 and a 70. And so I started laughing. He's like, "You think this is funny?" And I'm like, "No, sir. But if you would have caught me a couple seconds ago, I'd have been going to jail because I was going 130.
No.
And so right then, of course, my sibling is like, the back seat slapped my arm. "What are you doing? Don't say that." And I was like, well, there's nothing he could do about it. And turns out that an airplane above tagged my speed and sent him after me. So he was uber upset that I knew I was going way faster than he tagged me, and he couldn't do anything about it because he wasn't the one that tagged me doing that. He could only get me for going 90.
And you didn't even pull me over for all the cocaine in my trunk.
That's right. And the dead body.
Well, we might or might not have been indulging in some greenery, but he didn't notice that. So
okay. All right.
I would just assume that someone that's driving that fast is not stoned on weed.
No.
Like most people that high, if they're going like 15 miles an hour, like, hey, bro, come on. Speed
How
it up
old
a
was he
little
again, though?
bit. I don't remember, but I'm guessing 18, 19.
Yeah, I mean, again, like we were talking about a different thing, but like at that age, like it's just hard to tell kid, like stop it.
Right.
I was talking to another coworker today. His son got into
some stuff.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm not excusing it, but I could see how they did it. They're 16-year-old boys.
Well, it's exactly it, right? And because like it's school, right? You'll get some email about, oh, this happened. I'm like, it's a classroom full of 13-year-old boys. And again, we're not excusing it, but tell me you're not shocked. Anyway,
right.
That's all I can ask. Like, are you blown away about this behavior?
They're going to do bad things.
Yeah, not even bad. They're not bad. Just stupid.
Right.
Like in 3 years, they'll start doing bad stuff. Right now, they're just doing stupid stuff. I'm like, well, Yeah.
Dude, I remember putting a hole. Well, Bernie did. My dad's in our living
still
room.
shifting the blame.
Yeah, but I remember my dad came in. He goes, "Why is there a hole in the wall?" And I said, "Well, we were doing goal line stances in the living room." And I remember him just looking at me like, "Why were you doing goal line stances in the living room?"
Right.
And as a 44-year-old adult man, like he's right.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was
He just
like,
wanted to know why.
This is fun.
My father, a lot of times, just whatever it is, and he would just ask me point blank, because it's the same thing. You give your response, and there's like a 5 Mississippi beat, but they're just looking at you. They're not quite disappointed. They're not even quite angry. They're not happy, but the words just come out. He's like, "Stephen, are you stupid?" I'm like, "Well, I don't think I am." He's like, I think you are. It's like you don't always act stupid, but like if this thing happened based on the reason you're telling me, like, that is stupid.
Do you know what he's thinking when he's looking at you with that 5 seconds he doesn't talk?
What's that?
I have a pretty good idea. He's thinking, "You are my wife." This is his mother's child.
That does happen, and you can't say like something will happen because you do take after your parents, and you kind of
like both my kids. I could go like, "This is your mom.
Yep.
You are your mom right now."
I understand.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that their mother looked at them many times and said, "You are your dad right now."
Well, no, because the difference between me and my wife is right. You take this thing on. Obviously, it's derivative of her, and just kind of, all right, man, deal with the situation. My wife, she'll deal with one of the kids, whatever the situation is, and she'll immediately walk up to me and just say, "They get this from you, you know." And I'm like, "I know, I know they get this from, but I am not responsible for their decision." But you're right that I'm clearly the father of this child because the decision they made was very, very.
Dude, my
stupid.
sister-in-law blames me for my nephew sometimes.
What?
Yeah, she's like, he's like you. He gets into stuff, and I don't know how he's doing it, right? Because he met some kid. The dad's the CEO of Sargento, so they fly to all these games and stuff. She's just like, I don't know. And then they went to visit him once, and he stays out the night before. He's pledging some fraternity. Either way, he comes home hammered, right? So my brother and my sister-in-law are pissed, right? It's like orientation weekend. He's not even a student yet. And then they're sitting at this table. You're going to have lunch with everybody. And here comes the group leader. And they're still pissed, right? Like, we're going to kill him. And she's just like, CJ is the greatest. He participated in everything.
Yeah.
Right? She's just like, he gets that from you. He just talks to people. I'm like, all right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What's your story involving a car? 206-803.
It's always somebody. When they're bad, it's either the other parents or somebody else is in the family.
Well, you always know what kind of news you're going to get based on how your spouse says it. So if it's, "Do you know what my daughter did today?" Well, if it's your daughter, she did something great. If I hear, "Do you know what your daughter did today?" then she did something bad. And I do the same thing. I'm guilty of it.
Yeah.
You might want to talk to your son. That means I'm done. I can't deal with it anymore.
And parents do it too.
What do you
I
mean?
remember getting in trouble once for something, and my mom was like, "You're not expected out of your sister." I was like, Jesus. Yeah, you're right. That was dumb.
The only
Basically,
time my parents would
yeah.
say that is if I got a good grade. You got an A. I'd expect that from your brother. But we don't expect that from you.
What is your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
Sad but true.
What makes it even better is you're one of the more intelligent people I know.
But school wasn't,
Right.
man.
I get it.
Yeah. I'd expect this A from your brother. What are you doing? Hello, Jason. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So it was October 15th, 1991. Me and my girlfriend stop at an auto parts store in my pickup and pull right up front and just run inside. And I had an old lifted pickup that was a 4-speed, and it came.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
And asked her to start it up. Well, I just throw it in first gear instead of using my parking brake. She reaches over, hits the key in the gas, and it fires up and takes off and pushes me right through the wall of the auto parts store.
Oh, damn.
No way. Did you go through a window or a wall?
Wall and the window.
And you went
Great big
through
window, and then it broke my femur in half, and I was underneath the truck screaming.
But wait a minute. Wait. Hang on.
Off of me.
You literally went through the wall and window.
Yeah, my truck was like 3/4 of the way in the store.
Jesus Christ.
So you got in the zone?
What's that?
Nothing. Okay.
So how long were you screaming and all the rest of this before an ambulance, I assume, showed up?
I don't know how long I was screaming until the people that worked there came over to me and kind of calmed me down. And she backed the truck off me, and I was like laid out in a bunch of motor oil. And they picked my leg up, and my foot was
pointed down, and then it broke completely in half. And so that sucked.
I bet it did. How long was the recovery on that?
Did that suck? I was going to ask. How long did that suck, or was that awesome?
It was. I was in the hospital for about a week, but then it took about, I don't know, I was on crutches for probably about a month.
How much longer did you date this woman?
That's not the worst, man.
Yeah, it's funny. Kind of now it's funny. As soon as I could walk without crutches, she dumped me, so.
Oh, she waited for you to get help. She dumped you.
Yeah, that was the end of that. And so now in front of that auto parts store and the gas station, they have these big concrete bollards that keep everyone from driving through the side of the building.
Do you like to brag to people and say, hey, man, I'm partially responsible for that?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Like, yeah, that's for me.
All right. It's like that donut shop in Auburn. I don't know if it's still there, but it was kind of famous.
Right there on Auburn Way?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's still there, yeah.
And they had to put out concrete barriers.
Is it the donut hole, maybe?
Something.
It's got the big donut sign.
Right, but the road just kind of curves right there, but I guess people kept missing it and running into that donut shop.
When I lived in Rochester,
Well,
man, there was a guy, he lived, and this was every freaking year, especially in the winter, but there's a three-way intersection, right? So it's a T-shaped intersection, but the driveway to his house lined up with the north-south road.
So you just look, it looks like you go straight.
Now, we lived there, so we knew, obviously not to keep going, but like if you were not from there or you were unfamiliar, you would keep taking this road, and people plowed into his garage. It probably happened like 3 times a year. So, and especially in the wintertime, people try to jam on the brakes, car goes completely out of control. And my father would always say, like, I just don't understand why he hasn't moved his driveway. Well, lo and behold, after the 3rd year of witnessing this, and I believe it would have been happening before that, we're driving down that road, get to the intersection. His driveway has moved probably 30 feet from where it used to be.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They just couldn't do it anymore. And the guy's like, dude, my garage gets destroyed every single year.
I think you were thinking of Donut Star, Ted. And if this image is updated, yeah, they still have the concrete barriers out in front of that thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, good.
Yeah.
Good. That's on your way to White River, right? Is that
correct.
what you're talking
And Mike knows this. And if you live in Enumclaw, you got to drive past White River, right? You get off there in Auburn, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, years ago, right? The first girl I dated lived in Enum, and I was like, what is with that? And she's like, oh, people run into it all the time.
Christ, Mike, a couple weeks ago, speaking of being in your car. So they have like a portion of 18 shut down. You cannot get out of 18.
Yeah.
And I was down in Auburn. So what do? White River.
There you go.
Just start booking it half an hour down there. Guess what's closed?
Oh, no.
There's a bridge.
The little bridge out there.
Oh, no, you kidding.
Son of a gun.
A half hour. I had to turn it all the way back down. I was like, God
No,
damn
you
it.
didn't. I could have gotten you around, Miles.
You know what? I just didn't know what to do at that point.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, man,
I know.
I don't know the back roads. Like, this sucks. That was when like I-5 was shut down, 405 was shut down. I mean, just
that little section of 18.
Anywhere you drove that weekend,
it was like
screaming.
literally like half a mile of 18 was closed from C Street to Auburn Way.
That's it. What's your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
That damn C Street.
Well, yeah, it was nothing. It's like I don't know what it is that they're pulling through there. They had to be doing something on that.
Did they?
overpass.
I'm convinced that we're just going to close the roads because we can.
Right? Why not?
Hello, Brent. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola.
Yeah, so I was about 16 years old, just got my license. My twin brother and I both just got it. We had this, like, really bad beater on the Civic. And I think we bought it from some dude who probably was just selling it because it crapped out and fixed, like, the battery on it or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like $1,000. But my parents were like, oh, it's a good deal, and you guys could share the car, of course. So we're like, okay, yeah, we'll just share the car. Cool, like, because we already shared everything. So it didn't really matter. And so we're, like, having fun, living life, finally got a car. And this kid moved to our school about a year before. We had become friends with him and stuff. He's kind of a quieter kid. And throughout that, he'd explained to us that his dad had passed away from cancer. And him and his dad's thing was they restored like a really nice old, like, 1950s Ford truck, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're like, okay, cool, yeah. And so we see him one day after school walking home, and he lives out, like, 6 miles away from the school because it's a small town. Everyone kind of knows where everyone lives, And we're like, hey, man, what are you doing walking? We thought you were driving, And he's like, no, like, my mom won't let me drive any car, stuff like that. We're like, okay. You need a ride home? Yeah. So we pick him up. We give him a ride home. And he's like, oh, you guys want to see that truck? And we're like, yeah, dude, of course.
he shows us the truck. And it was kind of like a movie scene when he showed us the truck. You know, he had tarp over it. It was in like the garage.
Right.
Pulled the tarp off. It's all polished, super nice. I mean, I don't even know how much money this thing's worth, so couldn't imagine. And he's like, "Oh, you guys want to take it for a spin?" And we're like, "Yeah, dude, sick. Like, that'd be awesome." And we're like, "Yeah, you guys want to drive?" We're like, "No, you know, it's not our truck. We were trying to be respectful at that time, you know." So then he hops in the truck. He's like, "All right, cool, let's go." We get in the truck too. There's no seat belts in this truck, by the way.
Of
I don't
course,
know when they were restoring it, if that was kind of their thing, like, hey, we're not going to put seat belts in there, you know. I don't know. So we hop in. We're driving. He's going about, I don't know, 50 or 60 at this point. He kind of seemed like he hadn't really drove a lot. And it was a manual truck, obviously, being that old. So we pull down this road, and we're like in the back roads now. And you can either go a sharp, like, button hook turn left, or you go into like a gravel, like, one lane, like, over a creek road that goes over like a little bridge, you know? So he starts going like 80. He starts speeding up. And we're all like, okay, yeah, like, not really caring. And he tries to turn left, doesn't make it, fishtails, completely swerves back right, goes over, doesn't even make it to the bridge, just goes over, like, the creek, shoots off the creek. Last thing I remember was the impact of that, and then waking up and the truck's like smoking, and we're like 15 feet down, like with like the water.
Oh, oof!
And the truck's completely totaled. You know what I mean? And we're like, what do we do? We wake up and we had to completely. There was so, like, weight balance where we were at. We couldn't just get out of the truck, so we had to crawl like one by one and like calculate our weights so it didn't tip fully. And like out of the back of the window, I guess, and then crawled up, finally got on the road, and now we're all like tripping. We're like, dude, what do we do? You know, like, we can't tell our parents, like, we're screwed. And waited for about an hour, and then he called his mom's brother, I think, who it was. And his mom's brother was in the military. And this is kind of by JBLM where we're at. And he calls him up, and he's like, hey, you know that truck that we all restored? And his brother kind of immediately knew, like, no, don't tell me, you know, you guys messed up. So he pulls up, he's like, hey, just don't tell Mom. And at this point, I'm like, well, I don't know how I'm going to get home or anything like that. Like, we're like 10 minutes away from even his house, which is like 30 minutes from mine. And his brother was like, I'll be there in 2 hours. So, like, okay, military time, you know, tells us military time. And so he doesn't know military time, and then we tell him, no, this is what he means, you know. So I don't know why we even were thinking about that. But my arm was completely broken, too. So I'm like sitting there with a broken arm and probably a concussion. His buddies pull up with their Jeeps, and they have a winch, and they winch it out. It took like 4 hours. We get it back to his house finally, right, like probably before his mom got there, I think, and then get in my car. I go home. My parents are asking, like, where were you, all this stuff, and we totally lie to them. I don't know what lie we told them. And then we think, you know, I see in the next, like, couple of days at school, and he's like, hey, man, my mom still doesn't know, you know, she hasn't gone in the garage yet. And I'm like, oh, just throw the tarp over it, you know, I guess we'll ride this out and see what, you know, how far we can get. And his mom found out, and then he kind of ratted on us and said that we were the ones driving. Oh. Yeah, brutal. And then, of course, his mom is going AWOL and calls my mom because, like, they're kind of friends, you know what I mean? They're like, they know each other. So then I get home from school, unbeknownst to me and my brother. We don't know any of this happened yet. I get home from school. Both my parents are waiting there and just absolutely, like, go scolded earth on us. Then turns out that he didn't have a license. We didn't know that, and he's never driven the truck before.
Oh, that was
and
not
it's
the
a
best thing.
manual.
Yeah. He was going 80 miles an hour on a dirt road. Good times.
God damn, man.
The only way to learn, dude.
Yeah.
What's your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
What did you do when you walked out on stage?
I just hung out, danced, and they were really nice guys. They were really cool.
Okay.
Were they actively stoned, as you recall?
Not that I know of, but maybe they were. But Jerry Garcia was just really a quiet guy. I don't know. He was like weird. Not weird quiet, but he was just really quiet.
He was probably on something. I know I shut down
Probably.
sometimes. Like last time.
He's probably high.
Yeah.
Well, I know offense.
I don't know. I was 14. Who the hell knew?
Well, I was going to say, that's the other thing. I've been stoned around a teenager. Like, I don't want to talk to this kid.
That's true,
No,
man.
again, no offense.
I love talking to children when I'm stoned.
Well, but like teenagers are in that weird realm of like they're sort of close to an adult, but they're not. It's like I don't want to talk
I know.
to
I
them.
was pretty sure, but I don't know. I wasn't. They were really nice guys. I guess they were stoned. I don't know, but they were really cool. They just hung out at my house, and then they went and played the festival.
But
and they were
wait,
really
hang
cool.
on. Why were they hanging out at your house?
Yeah, who was a fan? Your mom, your dad?
My mom knew this guy, a friend of hers, and he knew the band.
He knew the band because he was a drug dealer. Okay, I'm letting you understand how this game
Hell
works.
no.
Okay, like, look, I know a guy. If a band comes into town, there's a guy. Okay, if you go to a different town, there's a guy. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. There is a guy.
We got to meet a lot of bands years ago at one of the pains in the grasses, as it were, as we got a request from our boss at the time just saying, hey, these 3 or 4 bands coming into town.
Call the guy.
We know you can get this. This band would like this. These other bands would like this. Can you guys do it? And we got hooked up for them. And sure enough, we got to meet the band. We would have met them anyway, but it's a different kind of meet you.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Not, hey, nice to meet you, man. They're like, oh, are you the guy with the, like, yeah, you want to come on the bus? Like, sure do, buddy.
Michael, we told you the story about Aaron Lewis.
I've heard bits and pieces. I feel like there's a lot that's gone unsaid. I haven't heard it in its entirety.
He had a request. He just wanted some weed.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point in time, it was medical.
Yeah.
You could actually go and get weed, but most of the people didn't do that.
But you need a card.
Yeah, you could just get weed. It's Seattle, right? So somebody will say, gets him some weed, all right? He was such a D-bag. I think we cut the interview short after maybe, honestly, 5. If it went 5 minutes, that would seem like a marathon. I'm pretty sure we ended it.
It sucked. He was a complete douchebag, so we smoked his weed.
That's the thing.
KISW. Here's the question of the day.
Brought to you by Advanced Hair Restoration.
Text the men's room at 206-803-ROCK.
A programming note for you. The Unwrapped Acoustic Holiday tickets are on sale now, KISW.com. Jolene has those tickets coming up tonight. We have them for you all weekend. Buy them now, though, at KISW.com.
Is live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
As the tickets went on sale this morning for Unwrapped and Acoustic Holiday Special there.
Yeah.
Going down December 12th at Angel the Winds Arena in Everett, we have Brent Smith from Shinedown joining the show coming up at 4:30. In the meantime, our question, what is your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
You know, just a quick note. How many times do you think we've interviewed Brent and or Shinedown?
About 5 or 6.
5 or 6 times. He's never invited us on stage. I'm just saying, we're here doing our job. We're like, no, please join us. But they've never done a concert. He says, hey, guys, real quick, if the men's room's here, just come up on stage.
In all fairness to those guys, too, the last 2 or 3 times they've been in town, they've had a Saturday night show. Mm-hmm. Or the last time they actually could have come in. But
I would say last time they could have been here, man.
It was like a Tuesday.
I know, they could have come in.
What do you got going on Tuesday? Nothing.
But either way, typically, since we don't work on the weekends, they're not coming into town 2 days early or a day early. Whatever.
I'm just saying,
whatever the deal is.
All the times we've spoken to them.
Well, ask him.
You know what?
Ask him.
I will.
I think we should ask him for a couple things.
What else you want?
Well, he's from Tennessee.
True.
So I love that. I love Rocky Top.
What about just bringing some whiskey? You're in the epicenter.
Just
when you want him to sing, right? You want to do a duet?
Gift him of a song? Or?
Well, maybe he could play it for me.
Would you join him on stage to sing Rocky Top?
I will join him on stage.
Okay, but you won't sing Rocky Top. Even if you said Ted Smith, come on,
Do
man.
you know the lyrics to Rocky Top?
I know
You'll
most
always
of
be
them.
Home Sweet Home to me. Good old
Yeah.
Rocky Top.
Well, because people, like a lot of people get their corn from a jar. It's too rocky to grow it on Rocky Top. I'd have to dive. I
We'll
learned
give
it
you a
years
lyric
ago.
sheet.
I mean, I guess I could learn it. I don't know. I don't think people are paying tickets to hear me speak.
But they never expressly bought the tickets to not hear you sing.
Well,
I'm
we'll
just
see.
saying.
Let's see what he says.
Just
Good
saying.
Our question, what's your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So this story was about 20 years ago. I'm still into cars, but I had a modified car that had stupid loud exhaust. It was one of those cars where literally you could hear it coming from about a mile away.
Right.
Neighbors loved
you. Yeah. I would usually roll down the hill with the car off and then start it about 6 houses away.
All right, there you go.
What's the famous exhaust system that everybody had? Like the dual exhaust, something exhaust. Anyhow,
Like the cams or something?
Like this guy, like my buddy had it on his truck because he thought it was awesome. And then eventually he's like, I go to work at 5 a.m. I had to get rid of it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of different brands like MagnaFlow and HKS and all sorts of stuff out there.
All right.
So I lived in Renton, and I got pulled over one day, and I got a ticket for excessive noise to broken or missing exhaust.
All right.
And
How
I
much
went
is
to
that
court.
ticket, by the way?
It was $380.
Damn. Okay.
Went to court, showed the judge the receipt from the exhaust system that I had purchased, and I said, I have a complete exhaust system. There's nothing missing or broken. And he dismissed the case. Well, this happened a total of 8 times.
Same ticket each time?
Same ticket each time, same judge. He started getting really irritated with me because I would show up and I'd be like, here's the receipt.
So, I mean, do they have any authority? Like, look, I'm not saying it's not loud. I'm just saying that what you've accused me of is not correct.
The 9th time it happened, the officer finally wrote the ticket different. It was a different officer, and he wrote the ticket for excessive noise due to modified exhaust.
Aha, there you go.
All right. Ted, what was the deal with the ticket you got when your car caught on fire?
Oh, right. So my car's on fire. By the time I realize it, I park it outside my apartment complex.
So how far did you drive the car while it was on fire?
Well, DC to Baltimore. It's
about 40 so about an hour.
About 45
minutes. Hour and 15 minutes.
Right. And it is spewing black smoke the whole time.
Do you realize this?
Yes.
Okay.
And I call, my sister at the time was engaged to a Guatemalan named Ricardo, who worked at the car dealer or the mechanic shop. And I said, hey, man, it is spewing a lot of smoke. And he goes, yeah, man, it's engine cleaner.
Because you had taken it there, what, like a week before?
There was so much stuff wrong with it. This is the first day I've gotten this car back.
Right, because you had taken it to that guy, right?
Correct.
Right, and so he's trying to convince you that the smoke from the engine cleaner that he and or his co-workers
it's burning off.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, man, it's burning off. That's how he talks, right? So then, right, and that's the whole thing. People are like, your car's on fire. I thought they said you had a flat tire. I'm like, this guy's crazy. But when I pull off...
going the wrong way.
Right, when I pull off on the exit, now I can see the smoke coming out from underneath. And I'm like, this isn't good. So I park in front of my building. You can hear the crackling of the fire. So I look under my hood just enough. You can see the fire. Run in, get a fire extinguisher. By the time I get out there, there's 2 other dudes with fire extinguishers. It's going to blow.
Right.
This and that. We get the fire out. The whole car is covered in soot from fire extinguisher. And then it's like 10:45. We used to go on the air at 11.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't really think about it. Walk up to work, come home, and some cop had scraped away the soot from the fire extinguisher and gave me a ticket for parking too close to a hydrant.
Which, to me, is the greatest irony of the whole thing.
Right. Like, he wiped it away. And it's like...
Did you ever pay that ticket?
I don't...
I mean, because the tickets, it's more about the car itself, right?
It is, but
or
you're
is it about the
saying-
license? Is it about your personal driving
So
record?
here's the deal. It is the car.
but
So
it's
the
a parking.
the car didn't work. So when I got home and saw this ticket, I parked it on a different part, right?
Yeah.
And then just left it there. Now, truthfully, I almost died. Because when Ricardo came to look at it, he's like, oh, no, man, it's not good. This is your gas line. Like, damn, Ricardo.
Thanks, Ricardo.
So then it sat out there, and then one day at work I get a call from some cop, and he's like, "Hey, we impounded your car," and I went, "Keep it,
Right.
It doesn't work." And he kind of was thrown off. He's like, "I don't think that's how it works." And I said, "Well, it does. I don't want it.
You have
I
it."
said, "You impounded it," and he's like, "Hang on, I'll call you back." And then they were like, "Well, you got to pay something to get it out of the lot." So then you
I don't want it out of the lot.
right. So then you had to go to the lot. I still had to end up paying $250 just for it's like, all right, just.
It's so weird, but you took it to the lot, and I don't want it.
Right,
So,
and if I don't want it, I guess eventually it would have got to my license, but that was kind of my point with the cop. I was like, you impounded it. The point of impounding cars is that you think people want it back. I don't want it back.
The cop told me, well, when they found my stolen scooter,
Yeah.
he said, "Would you like me to leave it here, or would you like me to take it to the impound lot?" I said, "Where is it?" And he told me where in U District it was. So I called a buddy I knew who had a truck. This was a 50cc scooter. Between the two of us, we could pick it up and throw it in the back.
Sure.
Correct.
if it's
Put it in a
working.
truck.
Yeah. So we drive there. He comes down, we get in the truck, go down there, and I called the cop back, and I'm like, "Hey, it's not where you said it was." He's like, "Oh, we impounded it." And I'm like, "Then why did you call me and ask me if we should leave it here?" Because I thought the people who stole it probably just stole it again.
Right.
Or whatever. I didn't know. But he was like, no, we took it to the impound lot. I'm like,
but when he called you, you said just
he
leave it
asked
there and I'll
me,
grab it, right?
A or B, would you like to do this or that? And I said, I would like to do that.
He only wanted to know what you would like. Clearly, that's not what they're going to do.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell, dude?
But you're right, Ted. They impound your vehicle because they think you want it back. And they're like, I
Correct.
don't want it back. And see, this is what kidnappers learn with me. They said, we have your kid. I'm like, yeah, but you assume I want it back.
Yeah. Well, they told
Then
me.
they're like, well, you got to give us something. Same thing. It's like, but you took them.
Yeah. That's what I told the people at the impound lot under I-5. The same place where the woman was eating her sandwich while the other person in there. So she goes, you have to do something with this scooter. I said, no, I don't. The scooter was brought here against my wishes. You figure it out.
Brought it
You
here.
figure it out now. What is your story involving a car? 206-803.
It's like I remember years ago leaving a Maryland game at halftime. And the guy's like, you can't re-enter. I go, what? And he goes, you can't re-enter. I was like, they're down 30.
I'm not coming back.
Right? Like you think I want to come back in and watch this?
Yeah.
Dumbass.
What did he say?
I think he called me rude. But I mean, I was just pissed.
He called me
What?
rude.
Well, because he said it. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, obviously. Right? It's like, and I'm not the only one.
So you're walking out when he said this?
Yeah.
Yeah. No re-entry.
How
What?
many other people are leaving it?
Oh, I thought you were trying to get
bunch.
back in.
No. I was but same thing. Kind of like the impound lot. I had no intention of coming back in. Now.
Right.
Right? Like they're down 30. They end up losing by like 40. They're just like,
You can't
yeah,
come back
dude,
in.
thanks for the warning.
Cool.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
Hello, Deffenbaugh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, boys.
Hola.
In 2006, it was Thanksgiving, and my mom ran out of butter. And so she looks at me and goes, hey, can you run to the store and grab some more butter? I'm like, sure. I look over at my buddy Dan, who was having Thanksgiving with us. I'm like, I'm going to take the car and take Dan with me. They go, okay, that's fine. We go outside. Well, my mom's car is a brand new 2006 Corvette.
Oh.
So we both hop in it, and I got my driver's license in my dad's 96 Corvette, so I'm used to how these things operate. We go out there, and the nearest open store is 5 miles across town. We lived on the highway going through it. So I pull out to the highway, I look left, and I look right, and I don't see a single car in sight. I look over at my buddy Dad, and he goes, oh, no. And, about 1 mile down the road is an overpass. I'm like, I don't plan on lifting the throttle until I pass that.
Yeah.
And so I didn't. I'm like, and if there's a cop on the other side, I'm not going to stop because he's not going to catch us. So about the time I looked down after I passed that overpass, the speedometer said 176 miles an hour.
Jesus.
So how quickly did you get to the store?
In about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got back. She goes, oh, that was fast. I'm like, well, you know what car I took.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good reminder.
What's
you
that?
can never have too little butter on Thanksgiving.
Or too much.
You don't know. Yeah, too much. You don't know how.
Yeah.
You don't realize how much you use. I mean, it's
That's almost like the primary ingredient.
Right.
Have turkey and have butter. Those two things.
mine is
Yeah.
always the same. I never have milk, and I always forget about that with the mashed potatoes.
Right.
So I always got to run back and get milk. That's the one thing I forget every year.
My thing is, I forget that I already have all the spices.
And you buy more.
So you buy more stuff that you only use once a year.
Correct. When's the last time you used poultry seasoning or sage?
I use sage all the time.
Not sage. Maybe I'm not thinking sage. There's
rosemary.
There's some other kind of little one, but it's in like that little container. I use it once a year. Nutmeg. That's exactly
Nutmeg.
How many containers of nutmeg do you
I now
have?
have 3 or 4.
Yeah. What's your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
I also will always buy way too much bread, and I only need to bring one pan, and it's like, I got 2 pans.
Yeah, just bring it. Just bring it. Guess who it is, Ted?
James!
James, welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola!
A few years ago when I was in the military, I went out with some buddies and bought this crazy old Ford Ranger that got turned into basically a trophy truck. And I was had it for about a year and a half, and one day coming back on base, I was like, all right, I'm going to hit some trails. I've been doing it a lot lately. I feel pretty confident. And this is on base, so probably shouldn't be doing it, but I was going through one of the trails, and I was doing probably about 70, whipping the corners like I normally do. But there just so happened to be, like, where the tires dig in on a dirt road, how there's that middle mound, that rut. I had just caught that wrong, and it popped me up on my side, and I rolled about 3 times up the hill at 70 miles an hour.
Jesus.
Jeez, man.
This was also before we got around to putting a roll cage in, so about mid-roll, I was like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. I was in a vehicle.
What are you driving right now?
I'm in another truck, actually.
I should say, man, that's going to be crazy on your ears.
Yeah, it's super loud, man. Super loud. I'm all about the roll cage, man. I'll stand by that.
What is your story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
Until I wrecked you. Did you ever think you'd say that in your life?
No, and to me, it was always like overkill. Just something that looks cool, blah, blah, blah. And then you find out, like, if it does look cool, that's an added benefit. But its purpose, man, like 100%. Have the roll cage, man. Yeah. Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the men's room.
Yes, hello.
Hola.
Hello.
So this is the early 90s. My first car was a 1966 Plymouth Belvedere.
A Plymouth Belvedere. I got to Google this bad boy.
Yeah, I did. It was pretty cool. But only had an 318 engine in it, but it was good for me, first drive, first car. My old man was jealous of it, so he went out and got a 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner with a 383 engine in it. And we built that. We took the engine out and souped it up, got it up to about 400 horsepower, and it was a 4-speed manual with a big, long earth shifter in it. So I'm in high school, and my car was pretty popular, but it was broken down. Anyways, I borrowed my dad's 69 Roadrunner, all souped up, and all my friends and girlfriends were like, oh man, it was really a cool car. So we're going out to lunch, and I'm just barely learning how to drive this stick shift, the manual. It's one of those engines where just like, blah, 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 blah. It's just a lot of power. We go into a 4-way stop, and I'm kind of easing out. I'm turning left in a big intersection. So I have the clutch in, and I'm feathering it, trying to, not stall it, because I got a whole car full of friends and girls in the car. Light turns yellow, and I'm in the middle of the intersection. Now it turns red, and I'm like, oh man, I got to get out of the intersection. Clutch is in, I put the gas on, rev it up to about 4,000 RPM, drop the clutch, and that thing just hooks up. Posse traction, big wide tires in the back, and just smoke the heck out of it. All throughout the middle of the intersection. And I'm like, oh my God, hold on. Make it through, make my left-hand turn, and there's a cop sitting right there watching the whole thing go down. So we speed through, and I'm nervous. I'm scared as heck. And we pull off, dart through these intersections, or the neighborhood, get to my buddy's house, who luckily just kind of lived around the corner. He says, pulling in my driveway, he jumps out, opens up his garage, I get the car into the garage. He shuts it. There's the cop, like seconds later, looking for us. We sit there for a minute. We only had like 30 minutes open campus, in high school to go lunch, so we have to get back to class. And he's got his dad's truck, so we all just jumped into his dad's truck, and we keep my dad's 69 Roadrunner in his garage, get back to class, and there's about a dozen cops just circling the high school parking lot looking for this bright, navy blue, souped-up Roadrunner. And we get out the truck, we walk, guy, hey, who drives the Roadrunner? I don't know.
Wile E. Coyote, some dude.
Yeah, I don't know, some guy.
That's right. Some guy. And so we made it out scot-free.
Nice. All right. What about the car that's in someone else's garage?
So it's my dad's car, right?
I know.
So I got to get it back. So we go back after school. We get it out, drive it back to my house. Like 3 days later, my dad takes it out for a Sunday drive or whatever. He gets pulled over.
I bet he does.
Yeah. And he was, he didn't get it, but he got questioned, hey, were you here at this time? He's like, nah. And he comes back, after his Sunday drive. He says, son, anything you want to tell me about the car? And I'm like, I learned how to drive stick.
Apparently so.
I always love that
pretty
question.
good.
Is there anything you want to tell me? Do I want to tell you no?
No.
No, that's a negative Ghost Rider.
No.
What is a story involving a car? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Big. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hola.
So I was 16 years old, I think, skipping school. I went to Fox school, but I was driving around Tacoma, and 79 Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Ooh.
The brakes have been bad for a minute, grinding pretty bad.
That's a bad car to have bad brakes.
And as smart as I can be, just cruising around the east side of Tacoma, coming up to Fairbanks on the top side to go down Fairbanks Hill in Tacoma. And if you guys are familiar with that, like, it's a pretty extremely steep hill.
It very much so is.
Yeah, and so I go over the edge, going down, and I blacked out, or so I don't remember. I remember about halfway down, I had a buddy with me, and he reaches over and grabs his seatbelt right away, clips it on, because I'm like, hey, the brakes ain't working. Throws the seatbelt on. We come down to the bottom, and I don't remember that. I don't remember getting to the bottom of the hill. I remember waking up kind of dazed or whatever on the corner where there's a little auto parts store. I'm in that parking lot. And but so when I get to the bottom of the hill, with even being blacked out or whatever, there's the car at the stoplight. I go in the left lane around it and then try turning right. And a little mini truck hit me, tore the bumper off, and I think spun me, or and a van hit me. I'm not sure of the way it all happened, but a minivan got tore up, mini truck got the bumper tore off, and the final one that hit me was a city bus. Luckily, I think it was kind of the end of it. It went rolling in the air, and then it hit me. And there's the auto parts store had like a row of cars or whatever before the house that's behind it. I get pushed from the city bus into that row of cars, and it throws one of those cars into the yard behind the auto parts store. Jesus. And then when I come to, I'm upside down in my buddy's lap. And there's glass everywhere, and he gets out, and he's kind of walking around. We're kind of dazed, like, what the just happened? And right away, like, my cousin lived down the road, but him and my uncle come walking up. My cousin's walking up kind of laughing, like, what did she just do? And I get out, I try to stand up, couldn't stand up. I was like, I got to fall back down to get in the seat. And my uncle called my dad, though. My pops was right down the road, too. And it, like, as an adult, thinking back on it, like, that had to be so terrible, walking up and seeing your kid, like,
yeah,
my car door got hit. That's what hit me first. My driver's door, and it threw me into the other seat. But my entire door was like my seat was crushed. So they told me if I had my seatbelt on, like I would have been
not
pretty
good.
much gone.
Yeah, not good in that situation.
It's always got to be the weirdest thing for someone to say, like, hey, be glad you weren't wearing your seatbelt.
Damn. Brent Smith from Shinedown coming up until 4:30, and we've got your emails on the way next from the men's room at KISW.com.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have fantastic plans for the upcoming weekend.
I know I do, Playboy.
Are any of them legal?
In this country?
Yes, Felix.
No.
Well, to our viewers out there, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. As it is Friday, we have a few corrections regarding our broadcast from the week that was.
You messed up again, man?
Me?
Well, yeah, man. I feel like you do this every Friday, Playboy.
Yes, on occasion there's a faux pas that I'm responsible for, but most of the time, as is the case today, I'm apologizing on your behalf, Felix.
I appreciate that, man. That's nice of you to do.
Let's start with our segment about the dangers of Lyme disease.
Lyme disease is dangerous stuff, man. Some people get neurological problems, paralysis, heart problems, all kinds of bad stuff, man.
All of that is true, yes.
Then what's the problem, man?
The problem, Felix, is that while you describe the symptoms correctly, no, you cannot get Lyme's disease from eating citrus. Eating limes does not lead to Lyme's disease. You get Lyme's disease from tick bites.
Then why do they call it Lyme disease?
It's named after the city of Lyme, Connecticut, where scientists first discovered an unusually high number of cases.
Well, first, congratulations to Lyme, Connecticut. And yeah, that makes sense.
Continuing with our corrections from the week that was, I had mentioned that a local animal shelter had a Cocker Spaniel up for adoption.
Yeah, and I just said that most people probably picked Spaniel.
That's the problem right there, Felix. Okay, the Cocker Spaniel is a breed of dog. Cocker Spaniel was not a 3-word question. I wasn't asking you to make a choice. I was pointing out that a dog was up for adoption.
Okay, that's good, man. I was thinking that you was getting freaky, man. I thought you were asking me to make a decision.
No, Felix, cheese and rice. I was trying to help a dog get adopted.
You a good man, Stone.
Thank you. I'm happy to report that little Bandit was adopted by a local family.
Is Bandit the spaniel or the other?
Bandit is the Cocker Spaniel. Bandit is both. It's a dog, Felix. One dog.
Explains why he was at an animal shelter.
Yes, Felix, it does. And finally, I need to address a series of videos Felix released this week.
What? Which one?
You released a series of videos where you recommended that people apply peppermint, eucalyptus, lavender, citronella, and even cedarwood oils to the genitalia.
Okay, I sure did, man, but don't get mad at me. I was taking the advice of that pest control guy we had in the studio.
Right, but I think you misunderstood what he was saying.
I don't think I did, Stone. The man told our viewers that those particular smells keep certain pests away.
He did say that, yes, and it took me some time to piece together how you interpreted that device, and that's when it hit, and now I want to take this opportunity to clear up any misconceptions. Cockroach is not a slang term for a pubic louse.
Say what now?
A cockroach is not the same as a pubic louse. They are two entirely different things.
So I rubbed all that stuff on my unmentionables for no reason.
It would appear so, yes, Felix.
So a cockroach is just a roach?
A cockroach is one of several different species of roach, but yes, they are a roach commonly found in households.
Yeah, man. I'd over 10,000 video views, too. But yeah, don't do what I did.
I'm happy to say that most people did not do what you did, thank heavens. They just watched you do it. Anyway, that covers our corrections from the week that was. Please join us on Monday as we return from Las Vegas for the Broadcasters Convention. Should be a good time. We'll see you Monday.
KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up here at 5:08, we will drink and toast in the weekend with a shot of the day. But first, time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
As we jump right into the birthdays, brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, Ola Bicholas, today is my son Tristan's 23rd birthday. He's a great kid who's still living at home and can't decide what to major in college. So could he get some advice from the captain and Cocaine Ted on what to do now that he doesn't want to be an engineer or do advanced math? And maybe some dad jokes from Miles. We love you from Mom, Dad, and Bear Bear.
Ooh, well, ahoy there, and happy birthday, Aaron. So you don't want to do the old advanced math and the engineering. Don't let that set you mad. The old Capitan is always hiring. In fact, you can get a job on the old SS Guppy working on the poop deck. But just know that the poop deck on the old Guppy is also known as the womb broom or the flavor saver. That's right, the captain's mustache. Crunch berries.
All right, listen, man, you're 23 and you came to a cokehead for advice. Pure and simple. Number one, do some drugs. You're not doing drugs, probably get into them. Number 2, once you're hyped up on these drugs, you reach out to old Capitan. You set sail in the cocaine ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you like poppers.
All right, Dad Joke Friday or, Dad Joke Friday.
Yeah, Dad Joke Friday.
Friday, Dad Joke Friday, the whole
Oh, you just dad joke every day of the week here.
Yeah, but it's Friday, so it's Dad Joke Friday.
Yeah, Dad Joke
Sorry.
Friday.
Come on, man.
Did you guys hear that Greenland is trying to claim a territory in northern Canada?
No.
The Canadians are having none of it.
I like it.
Territory out there that most people don't really.
Territorial property. Yeah, Nunavut.
Yeah, Nunavut.
Nunavut.
Guys at the bank, an old lady asked me to help her check her balance.
Oh, yeah.
So you pushed her?
I pushed her over.
It's pretty bad, lady.
My date thought I was from the Middle East.
Oh, yeah.
When she asked if I wanted kids, I ran. Here's one of my favorites of the day. You guys ready for this one? This might be my favorite.
Mike already has a look on his face.
Why don't kids in China believe in Santa Claus? Again, why don't kids in China believe in Santa Claus?
Why?
Because they make the toys.
Don't look at me.
Come on, man.
What?
That's funny.
Aloha. No, I'm sorry.
What's that, Miles? You got that one from the writers?
Yes, I sure did. Guys, today's my wife's 40th birthday. We moved from Seattle to Maryland last year and have been enjoying listening to you guys and still visiting the places you talk about. So can I get some Thrill Shotgun Gets and the Dirty Germans discussing the after party? Maybe your penis is too small. Thanks you guys for getting me through the DC traffic each and every day. That from Dave.
Get. Yeah, unfortunately, in Deutschland, what we call the after party is also known here in the United States as pregnancy.
So, yeah, the after party is a lot of things going on. So now that you're Maryland, your wife should be used to tartar sauce on her face.
Yeah, and crabs.
The sauce is white, Mike, with relish.
Yeah, gentleman's relish.
And Bachala is my good friend Autumn turns 48 today. Can she hear the Pat Sajak Dirty Germans on how the 48 is way more fun position than the 69? And a couple of dad jokes. Thanks, guys. That's from Brett. Sajak.
Oh, my bad.
It's a 48 position.
She wants a D, and she's going to get one.
Yeah, as you think about the 48th position, that is fun. You must dislocate 2 kneecaps and invite 3 other people into the bedroom, but it is worth it in the end.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm looking it up now. It's a Kama Sutra. Has a 48.
Yeah.
That's really?
Yeah. So, you know, it's sad. For years, we couldn't even look at that book because it's the whole Deutschland.
Dad Joke Friday. Guys, my mom and my dad were quite the opposite.
Well.
My mom was always right. My dad left. A seal walks into a bar. Bartender says, "What'll it be?" Seal replies, "Anything but a Canadian club." Get it? Canadian club.
Yeah.
Guys, I came in second place in the Fidel Castro competition.
Oh, yeah.
Close, but no cigar. A woman is at the doctor waiting for test results when the doctor enters the room. Okay, it appears you have an acute angina. Woman says, "Thank you, doctor, but I'm happily married."
Thanks, Dak.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Thank you, Mom. Okay, we got him. Hello.
What's going on? What's happening? What's new?
Ladies and gentlemen, you know him as a lead singer for Blind Thought and Dream. Let's give it up for Brent Smith, everyone.
Let's go. That was the most amazing thing ever. Oh, my God. I thought this was going to be a dreb. You just threw it on me, man. I love it. What's happening, y'all?
We're doing well. How are you, sir?
I'm great, man. It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, it's been 20 years.
Somewhere around there.
Not that long. We were just in Seattle.
No, I know that.
Well,
You never
I know, but
you-
we didn't see you. We even said, hey, are they going to swing by? You know, we've been doing this for you, but no. Brent can't come by
It's
anymore.
been a minute. I guess it has been a minute. Like all the executives came to the show. They like left you at the station. You
Well,
had
of
to do all
course.
the real work.
Yeah, that's because they got a credit card and they go to dinner.
Yeah, we pay for their credit cards so that they can go.
How you been, man?
I'll
Everything
tell you
good?
what, it seems like I think there may be some news here about us coming back this December.
Oh, that is correct.
So maybe it'll be our turn to use our credit card to take you guys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yes.
that would actually be awesome. Actually, we'll just use Zach's. You know what I mean?
Just grab one of them.
Bring it on, man. It's an open line of credit. Let's go.
That's right. Unwrapped, the acoustic holiday. It's going down on December 12th, Angel of the Winds Arena. You're coming up here with Zach for a special acoustic set. We appreciate that, man. Everyone's looking forward to it.
Absolutely, yeah. Like the cool thing about it was, first of all, it gives us an excuse to see our dear friends, in Seattle, and
Nice.
But the other side of it too is it's when you can do it acoustic, everybody kind of has an idea, like, well, what is that going to be like? You'll have to come to the show and find out. Usually, when it's just me and Zach, there's no choreography, so it turns into a comedy act.
Okay, I was going to
A lot of people
ask you,
say,
man,
everybody
like,
sees us for the first time, me and Zach, they're like, we didn't really realize you were funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thanks.
Well, that's great.
yeah, that's not always a compliment. But, when it does come to doing stuff acoustic, all right, so you guys have done some acoustic stuff together. Are you doing that, or are you going to grab anything that, like, in your mind, there's no way we can pull this off acoustically, so let's give it a try acoustically?
Oh, that's probably the reason to do it the most, is if something, the quintessential idea of, it's probably not going to translate acoustically, like if it's a heavy song or people only know more of a punk rock style or just something that's got more RPMs, like, well, you can't turn that into a acoustic song. Like 80 to 90% of the material that Shinedown that we write, it'll start all melody and message, so it's mainly about like the melody and the lyrics. So a lot of it starts on an acoustic guitar or a piano. We'll build tracks out a lot of times, depending on what the style of the song is. But that's what makes it fun, man.
I was going to
You're very
ask, 'cause-
exposed. When it's just an acoustic guitar, you're very exposed.
But you made a good point, man, because most people I know that write music, right, even at some crunchy, thunderous metal band, it typically starts in their bedroom on an acoustic guitar, or like you said, their Casio keyboard, and they're strumming it out on piano.
Yeah, I mean, an example of that, like I've been asked before about that, is, for me to give an example of like a song that's notably, a heavy track that works very well acoustic, because people are kind of shocked that it was recorded, or the idea came from an acoustic, is the song The Sound of Madness. That literally came from me just kind of humming the riff of the song, which was just simply me being like, da na 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 da 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 da, and then just transposing that basically on an acoustic. We put all the bells and whistles on it later, but the core of that song was written on an acoustic guitar.
All right, man, if I were to go through your phone, right, like some people want to send nudie pics and all that. No. I want to hear how many a cappella song ideas you've screened into your phone that have not become songs yet. Like you said, just the da-da-da-da-da. And like,
here real fast. Put you on speaker.
All right.
Let me look here. Give me a second. I know it's radio. Time's a wasting. Let's see. 2,317 voice memos.
And it's just you have a melody, and you sing out, 10 seconds of it? Like, all right, cool.
I'm looking at this. I can take a screenshot and send this stuff to you, too. Like, it's funny because some stuff is 12 seconds, minute and a half, 7 minutes, 3 minutes, 45 seconds.
Sure.
It's just whatever the idea is, or sometimes I'll just leave, the voice memo rolling. Like if I'm in the car or something like that, I'll just hit it if I have like ideas and I got like a long drive. So it's all over the place.
Do you ever have to excuse yourself from a play? And it's one thing to get an idea if you're in the car. It's another thing, I'm at a restaurant with my family, but it's like, hey, guys, look, I got to go outside and record my little voice riff here. Otherwise, I'll forget.
Yeah. Totally, 100%. I would just do that. Like if I literally was somewhere and I just had something pop into my head out of the blue. But I always look at it like this: if if the universe gave it to me at that moment in time, don't ever disrespect the gift that the universe gave you. And
What
say to
about
yourself,
a funeral?
I'll think about it. I'll do it later.
Hold
No,
on. You're at
go
somebody's
do it
funeral.
now.
You are at someone's funeral. They're being eulogized, and you're like, ah, crap, man. I got to be this guy and step out. Like, would you step out of that?
Yeah.
I was saying,
I love it.
That was the whole thing with John
Yeah.
Tesh.
What's that?
John Tesh is like overseas. He gets the round ball rock like idea, leaves it on his old school answering machine, gets up 3 weeks later and writes that song.
Really?
Great.
Yeah.
Talking to Brent from a Blind Thought and Dreve. Also a part of Shinedown,
man.
along with
The
Zach
fact
Myers.
that you've brought those out is extraordinary. Now people should go online and go look up Blind Thought and Dreve and have their minds blown.
Blown. Yes, blown.
What would they hear? Is it even reasonably close to Shinedown or a completely different direction?
I mean, aside from what's interesting about that, some people are like, do you not just absolutely cringe that people know about that? I'm like, absolutely not. Like, the thing is, one thing is, I still keep in contact with the majority. Like, I have a text chain, actually, with all the guys, except for the drummer in Blind Thought, like myself and Zach and Taylor and Eric. Those are my buds from there. And Adam was the name of the drummer, but I just haven't had any contact with him in years. But we have a text chain with each other, and we always try to at least once a year pick 3 or 4 days where we'll get together with each other and just hang out. And same thing with Dreve. I still talk to those guys as well. I don't see them as much. They're still in Knoxville, Tennessee. Most of them are. I've still stayed in really close contact with those guys. But I think that people, if you look it up online, what they would see is a young me kind of just, trying to figure himself out.
Sure.
more than anything.
Is it easier for you to sit down and do acoustic based on the fact you guys have so much energy when you're on stage?
Right.
And I mean, you are just all over the place. So do you find a different range when you can just sit down and hear yourself?
I mean, it just depends on the vibe of the show and, what direction we take the songs and kind of what the set list is. I mean, we did, for the first time ever, we hadn't been able to do an acoustic full show, me and Zach, in outside of North America or Canada. And so earlier this year, we actually played Download in the UK.
Damn.
And then we stayed an extra 2 nights. And then the second day that we were there, we actually played it was about 2 hours and 6 minutes we were on stage. We did 24 songs.
Jesus.
Just me and Zach acoustic, because we had never done it in London before. We had never really done a full acoustic show. That was probably one of the loudest and wildest shows we've ever had. We were in a facility that held about 3,500 people. They put the show on sale. It sold out in something like 12 minutes.
Jesus.
Or something like that. And but the show, when you do it acoustic, it's just a different thing. A lot of times it also gives us a little bit of a way of explaining what these songs are and where they came from. So sometimes it can have a storyteller's vibe, but we always throw curveballs at people, and we'll play different cover songs that people wouldn't have expected us to do and things of that nature. And obviously we're playing Shinedown stuff, but also me and Zach have a side project that we do called Smith & Meyer. So we actually have a lot of material.
Yeah. Do you ever, when you say you say kind of songwriters thing, or we're going to explain the songs about, do you ever just blatantly lie just to take the other guy off guard? Like, hey, man, this is the story when Zach killed a hooker in Brazil. Hit it.
Well, you know what? Who's really good at that is Eric. When we do a trifecta, or it's me, Eric, and Zach, and it's an acoustic thing or something like that, Eric loves to make up stories about where certain things, what is what's the background to this song? And then Eric will just take it over, and me and Barry just kind of sit back in awe.
Awesome. Where is this going to go?
So, me personally, when we're doing it, when we're having acoustic shows, if it's just me and Zach, you know what? Yeah, probably we've done. It does kind of turn into this comedic type of show, only because me and Zach just like to bust on each other. So there's no choreography. So there's always some pretty wild stories being told.
Hey, Brent, I just want to give you warning. If we introduce you at the Unwrapped show that you'll be playing with us a little bit later this year, We're going to lie on your behalf. We're going to lie. We're going to say, hey, look, two of these, I don't want to say which two songs, but two of these songs are about the one time he saw me and my wife expressing the anal glands of a bulldog. If you pay attention, you'll tell which song it is.
Yeah. Unwrapped and Acoustic
I don't know
Holiday.
if you actually want people to buy tickets to
Yes,
this
they
show
will.
with that story.
They will. Speaking of that, tickets are on sale now. All the details at KISW.com. Brent and Zach, you're playing with Pretty Reckless. You're playing with Daughtry, Hollywood Undead, and Mammoth.
Dude, are you kidding me, though? Like, that's, I mean, I don't know, people listening to this, like, I'm very big, like, we're stoked to be a part of that. But just the lineup you just said, Daughtry, The Pretty Reckless, Mammoth, and Hollywood Undead, get out of here, dude.
Yeah.
And it's acoustic?
And you're the headliner.
Dope.
Oh, there's no love for us being there. We'll be there. He says nothing. You mentioned Pretty Reckless. It's like, oh, well, now it's worth my time.
As long as we're lying, I'm going to tell everybody.
But no. But are you guys going to perform as well? Or are you doing shtick in between everything? Or are you just
I will tell you what.
All
right, listen.
Going to come out
We'll figure it out.
and, like, show us your job?
Hey, man, look, we have a house band. I'm not saying we're good, but we do exist.
Oh,
all right?
Jesus.
So, in theory, I'm going to run this by Cass and Nala and give us two or three songs.
What we should do is we should learn like a Christmas song together. You guys can come up during our set and we can do a Christmas song together.
What did we play before, Mike? What was
Christmas in Hollis.
Yeah, Mike and I sang Christmas in Hollis.
Christmas in Hollis, and what was the other one we did for cow trips?
Oh yeah,
Father Christmas.
Oh,
Here's some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
I can sing Rocky Top too if you need it.
For your friends there in Knoxville.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, go Vols. For,
Brent Smith.
everybody that knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's just gonna be me and you. But man, you play Rocky Top, I'm gonna lose it.
Brent Smith and Zach Myers of Shinedown will be joining us for the Unwrapped and Acoustic Holiday. Tickets are on sale now, KISW.com. It'll get here quicker than we think. So we're looking forward to seeing you again, Brent.
We'll be opening the show with Rocky Top.
Okay.
Nice.
Very good. Great talking to you, brother. We'll see you soon.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you very much. Much love.
Yeah, you got it, man. See you.
Okay, I know we're all busy. We're always in a rush.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have fantastic plans for the upcoming weekend.
I know I do, Playboy.
Are any of them legal?
In this country?
Yes, Felix.
No.
Well, to our viewers out there, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. As it is Friday, we have a few corrections regarding our broadcast from the week that was.
You messed up again, man?
Me?
Well, yeah, man. I feel like you do this every Friday, Playboy.
Yes, on occasion there's a faux pas that I'm responsible for, but most of the time, As is the case today, I'm apologizing on your behalf, Felix.
I appreciate that, man. That's nice of you to do.
Let's start with our segment about the dangers of Lyme disease.
Lyme disease, dangerous stuff, man. Some people get neurological problems, paralysis, heart problems, all kinds of bad stuff, man.
All of that is true, yes.
Then what's the problem, man?
The problem, Felix, is that while you describe the symptoms correctly, no, you cannot get Lyme's disease from eating citrus. Eating limes does not lead to Lyme's disease. You get Lyme's disease from tick bites.
Then why do they call it Lyme disease?
It's named after the city of Lyme, Connecticut, where scientists first discovered an unusually high number of cases.
Well, first, congratulations to Lyme, Connecticut. And yeah, that makes sense.
Continuing with our corrections from the week that was, I had mentioned that a local animal shelter had a Cocker Spaniel up for adoption.
Yeah, and I just said that most people probably pick Spaniel.
That's the problem right there, Felix. Okay, the Cocker Spaniel is a breed of dog. Cocker Spaniel was not a 3-word question. I wasn't asking you to make a choice. I was pointing out that a dog was up for adoption.
Okay, that's good, man. I was thinking that you was getting freaky, man. I thought you were asking me to make a decision.
No, Felix, cheese and rice. I was trying to help a dog get adopted.
You a good man, Stone.
Thank you. I'm happy to report that little Bandit was adopted by a local family.
Is Bandit the Spaniel or the other?
Bandit is the Cocker Spaniel. Bandit is both. It's a dog, Felix. One dog.
Explains why he was at an animal shelter.
Yes, Felix, it does. And finally, I need to address a series of videos Felix released this week.
What? Which one?
You released a series of videos where you recommended that people apply peppermint, eucalyptus, lavender, citronella, and even cedarwood oils to their genitalia.
Okay, I sure did, man, but don't get mad at me. I was taking the advice of that pest control guy we had in the studio.
Right, but I think you misunderstood what he was saying.
I don't think I did, Stone. The man told our viewers that those particular smells keep certain pests away.
He did say that, yes, and it took me some time to piece together how you interpreted that device, and that's when it hit, and now I want to take this opportunity to clear up any misconceptions. Cockroach is not a slang term for a pubic louse.
Say what now?
A cockroach is not the same as a pubic louse. They are two entirely different things.
So I rubbed all that stuff on my unmentionables for no reason.
It would appear so, yes, Felix.
So a cockroach is just a roach?
A cockroach is one of several different species of roach, but yes, they are a roach commonly found in households.
Yeah, man. I'd over 10,000 video views, too. But yeah, don't do what I did.
I'm happy to say that most people did not do what you did, thank heavens. They just watched you do it. Anyway, that covers our corrections from the week that was. Please join us on Monday as we return from Las Vegas for the Broadcasters Convention. Should be a good time. We'll see you Monday.
.9 KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Coming up at 5:08, we will drink and toast in the weekend with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. A new study found that people who tweet on X between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m. report less well-being than daytime users.
You don't say.
What do you know?
What if you post on anything at that time?
No kidding. I don't
To
think...
me, if you're not leaving a concert or a sporting event, like, why are you posting at that time?
Right.
Not for any good reason.
Graveyard shift.
Unless you're 80 years old and you're just up all night.
Exactly. And even then, that's probably not best for your mental health.
No, absolutely
I mean,
not.
sometimes somebody
there's
will
evidence of that.
Somebody will put out like can't sleep tonight. This way, like I'm like, all right, but you're right. Like again, we don't need to do research.
No.
If you're posting on social media between midnight and 5 a.m. your local time, something's probably not right.
Also, aren't you looking for a dialogue? Aren't you looking for a discussion?
You should be.
There's
yeah.
nobody there.
No.
There's nobody home. You know why? They're asleep.
Right. If you're supposed to be sleeping and you're just doom scrolling on the internet, yeah, you're not doing
If you
okay.
if you have a friend halfway around the world and you want to chat with them, I get it because
Sure.
they're up. But that's not what you're doing.
No, not at all. Research suggests rich people tend to act more unethically.
You don't say.
Who would have thought that?
You're kidding me.
Yeah, they tend to act more.
So wait a minute.
Suggests
Like cheating the system.
what?
Not
We never
getting
said that.
taxed fairly.
Yeah.
Having your identity protected because of horrible things you've done in the past. It's amazing. It is amazing.
That is
Who
cool.
would have thought that?
I would have no idea.
Man,
No.
oh man, I ought to meet some rich people now.
I'm glad that we did this study to clear
I
that
know.
up.
Yep.
It definitely helps.
We
And
never
Seattle
did.
doesn't have any wealthy people, so we're lucky here.
Now, that's a broke ass
Yeah,
town.
Yeah,
we
really are.
we're well to do. You know, we're very modest.
Well, what's it? Well healed.
Oh, healed.
Yes,
If I was rich, I'd build a bike lane.
Oh,
I would.
a bike lane.
Yeah, for the
What?
bicyclists.
What, near your place?
Everywhere.
everywhere. Just like F-track.
Who would
Yeah,
do that?
I would have bus lanes on every major road.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
reduce one lane for the cars and just have one bus lane all the time.
I'd put speed bumps on the evacuation routes
Me too.
because that's real smart.
I would plan to do a light rail system.
Yeah.
I have one buddy that's done well in life, and his line that always kills me is like, "There's always tickets available." Like, well, yeah, because you're going to spend a crazy amount of
you,
money.
right,
on
yes,
it. Like for normal people, that thing is sold out.
Right. I don't need a mortgage payment to go and see a concert.
Right.
Come on now. Put your thinking caps on, gents. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. I'm going to say this that you guys have, in my idea, like a 10% success chance on this one. But it's an O word, and it's a verb meaning to anticipate and prevent something. To anticipate and prevent something. I just realized I never
Anticipate.
sent Tim the actual link. My bad, Tim.
Oh.
You'll be fine,
Prevent
Tim.
something.
To anticipate and prevent something.
Because to anticipate, I think like organize, but now to prevent something.
An O word.
Do we have any shot at this?
No. You have like a 10% chance of
obstruct.
getting it.
No.
Obstruct.
Obviate.
Obviate.
Like I
Oh
said.
wait, look, I'm obviating.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I knew
She's
something
gonna
was
get
wrong with you.
pregnant.
House, no sex tonight.
I know. You were a little bit agitated earlier, and I wonder what was
So
going
now
on.
she's
God
obviated.
damn it.
Yeah. I told you.
I just want chocolate.
Stop telling me to calm down.
Oh, why is it hot in here?
Why don't you pick dinner tonight?
I don't
Yeah.
want anything. I'm not hungry. I got no appetite.
Well, I'm going to go get this. Well, what are you getting me? You just told me you were hungry.
You're not hungry.
Maybe I am.
If I have to eat one more toasted ravioli with you.
Oh, those raviolis are delicious.
I know. He goes to a bar that has really good ones. That's why I make
Oh, does he? Yeah. New research discourages checking emails while you're busy, as phishing scams work best in that particular brain environment.
Again, why are they doing studies on this? When you're mildly distracted and can't give your full attention to something, someone trying to commit fraud has a better chance? Never would have guessed that.
That's the only time one of those things almost got me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We're distracted?
Because you're distracted.
Completely distracted or whatever. And they're just like, we're going to cut off, you got to pay us right now. It's
Right.
like, what? And it took me about 10 minutes before I realized, like, oh, you're trying to scam me.
Yeah.
But same thing. I was just, I was already flustered that day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to do a study, and the end of the study is going to say, all right, we did a study and it finds out 95% of the studies we shared, we don't need to tell you that. You already knew.
And we didn't need to do that study.
Our study has concluded that most studies you already knew the answer to.
Yeah, like I don't have to do a study to realize that on average, beer drinkers eat more chicken wings.
Right.
They're just in proximity to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
all.
and when you're done with school, stop studying.
Yeah. Because this is the stuff you end up studying.
Because now
Yeah.
you're just doing this.
Right. We don't need to study this. We
Yeah.
know this. People with, common sense and just...
That's all.
People have
ability to
cars, sometimes
perceive.
drive them on the road.
Researchers are attempting to censor AI to suppress harmful content, but it's making it difficult for it to speak accurately at all.
Well, I mean,
So I
but
get what
it's
they're doing.
AI. There's no emotion or morality involved in it. If you're saying you can't say certain things, but you're asking for the truth, it can't get your cake and eat it too.
That's right.
Maybe it can be offensive, but it can also tell the truth. Or
Exactly.
you can have it get false statements, but it says it real nice.
You're still fat.
Yeah. That's right.
So basically, it's just going to be like a human.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just...
But
You
the
can do
difference
that.
is, a human, I know when I can lie but still be nice. Like, I don't have to be mean when I tell the truth. AI does not have the differentiation.
Correct.
Right? That's all.
The AI is kind of the definition of truth hurts.
Yeah.
It's just
it does not have feelings, so it's not worried about you.
Right.
You are fat and ugly.
Right.
Based on the info that we've pulled up from research around the world, there is no country where you'd be attractive. You are the least hit porn tab on any porn site we've gone to. You have no hope. That's the way AI would say. As a human being, we can't say, Jesus Christ, you're the ugliest person I know. What we say is, hey, there's someone out there for everyone.
That's right.
But But AI doesn't
There's
say
a hook
that.
for every fish.
It says you are fat, you are ugly, your acne is uncontrollable.
And you're bald.
And you're bald.
Your dog doesn't even like you.
Oh, your dog sleeps on the couch by choice.
Based on our algorithm, your dog does not like you.
Oh, God. The Rubik's Cube got a $300 makeover that comes as a 2x2x2 shape, complete with screens and apps.
Come on.
So now instead of the 3x3x3 cube, it's a 2x2x2 cube. So it's only 4 per side.
But each one has like a different app.
It's got a little screen on it, yeah.
I'm boycotting it.
Same.
Keep it the way it was.
I'm not going to buy
It
this
worked
thing.
for Cracker Barrel.
I couldn't solve it before.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is that looking at it, like, it didn't look like something that you solved. I think it was screens on every side, so then the screens would come up like, solve this. I would imagine. I didn't look too deep into it, but I looked at it and I was like,
Hold on, I'm looking at it now.
right? It does.
All right.
It's a Rubik's Cube
It's
only
the same size, right? But you got
Right.
these 4 screens.
in just concept, but it looks nothing. It's like it's not plastic. It's all tech.
It's $300.
$300, and that's
You know what? I'm going to retract my statement. Good for the nerds. Have fun.
right.
Yeah, I'm with Thrill. I can never solve them. Like, what am I getting upset? Who
What
cares?
I'm looking at here, so I don't know if this does it all the time, but the different screens will put up different colors.
So it
That's
gets
one
changes?
of the display.
Right.
So you're trying, I guess, match up with that. Maybe it switches them around. I'm not nerdy enough to do this.
No, but you know what? That's something that companies do all the time. You know, how do we reinvent our wheel that we've created? And a lot of the times, they screw it up. And in fact, some people screw it up really, really badly.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So I went on the internet deep dive for the 10 times companies tried to make something better, but ended up making it worse. I'm
Okay.
not going to lie, the thing that didn't show up for me was the Bop It. I wanted that to be on the
Bop It?
list. The Bop It. You remember that, guy? So it was a toy that you had first, and you could either bop it, twist it, or pull it.
Yeah, you got right. It told you what to do.
And then they upgraded it with one more time. That was probably the last good iteration in my
Insert it.
opinion. No, spin it was one, and then flick it. Stop. Stop.
Flick it.
Stop.
Flick it.
But all of a sudden, like more and more started coming on, right? And it's like,
Pull it. There's only so many things you can do.
right? It's still the toy.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's like, how do we make the jump rope better? Like, you did it.
How do you make the jump rope better?
You crushed it.
2-hand tugs.
So this actually goes through a
Western
handful
grip.
of different concepts when it comes to a businesses screwing it up. Like number 10 on the list, they say the Mozilla Firefox Proton redesign, which I know that you guys are all on that.
Absolutely.
So back in 2021, Mozilla released a major user interface update for the Firefox browser codenamed Proton. The redesign aimed to modernize the look with a floating, more spacious tab bar and simplified menus. However, many longtime users complained that the new interface was less efficient and wasted precious screen space, especially with the removal of the popular compact mode. The redesign sparked significant backlash among Firefox diehards who had been loyal to the browser, with some leaving for more customizable alternatives. I was a Firefox guy for the longest time until I had so much outside pressure, like, why are you still using that crap? And now I moved over to Chrome. And that's where I sit. I never thought that the browser had that much power over me.
No, I mean, to me, just like whatever works is what's working.
What do
for
we
me
use
then.
here?
Chrome.
Chrome.
I am so, like, I'm with you now. But now on my phone, right? Like, sometimes you open up stuff and on the iPhone, it takes you to
Safari.
Safari.
That's what I use. Safari.
I get annoyed. Now I'm like, it's like, if it's not Chrome, it's not.
So what inevitably is the difference? I understand they're different things. So I have an iPhone, it's Safari, right?
Right.
I believe we have Chrome here at work.
Correct.
But for my experience, if I go to the same website, whether it's my phone or here, I
It's-
go to the same place and I don't have problems.
Correct. So it's more for your customizable ability on the
Oh,
browser that
say
you're
no
using.
more.
You know, for like all the bookmarks that you got there, just kind of the use.
How
the
many
user
bookmarks
interface.
do you think I have
you can
on
have
my
you can have-
phone?
Zero.
You can have a Gmail.
Zero.
You can have a Hotmail. It's just
Exactly.
the same thing.
It's all the same
What-
thing.
Which one do
Gmail
you
does hold a lot more gigas, or it's got a lot more byte space.
Memory, bud. Just say memory. Just make the umbrella statement.
Like for me, I know that I'm in the minority on this one, but I liked Internet Explorer forever. Like even when
I was
it
fine
was
with it.
even when it was Edge, like I didn't care. But it's garbage. What it's like. it goes to the websites I want to. I
guess
care.
people do things that are infinitely more sophisticated than us, and maybe
Absolutely.
they push the boundaries where they.
But they make it
notice.
sound like it's an adventure, Internet Explorer,
Yeah.
Safari,
Safari.
Avalanche.
What was the other one? Opera.
Opera.
Ask
Really?
Jeeves.
That was a
that's
search engine.
Maybe they'll do like hide and seek.
It's
crazy.
Radio Shack rebranding to
Shack.
The Shack.
They have that. See, they serving this chicken
Back in 2009.
We're ready to welcome to the shack.
sandwich.
You're in the shack.
Struggling to compete in the
I'm
new
with Miles. Outside of Radio Shack, generally when you say shack,
Shack.
it's got to be food.
Right.
Try to be realistic.
Struggling to compete in a new technology landscape, Radio Shack attempted to rebrand in 2009 to appeal to a younger consumer by adopting the name The Shack. However, the move was confusingly executed, with the company keeping both names simultaneously. Something else did that. Oh, yeah, HBO is kind of going through that identity crisis, too.
Well,
Right,
so I
it's
say,
HBO
I
Max.
changed my name to Larry, but call me Steve because that's my name.
Right, you can
want
still
me to
call me
Larry or
Shack.
Steve.
The
Doesn't
shack
matter.
sounds like a bar at the beach.
The Shack.
Right.
You know, you just go in there. They got like a grass roof.
And then, shocker,
I don't know.
Radio
Dude, what
Shack didn't live
happened to
much
Mike
longer.
on Saturday? It's like, well, we were at the Shack for like 8
Oh,
hours.
Right.
say no more. It's bottomless iced teas.
Right.
The Gap logo redesign back in 2010. Does anybody remember this? The Gap logo redesign.
Well, they just put the letters farther apart.
So in 2010, the Gap replaced its classic blue box logo with a
With
generic.
Michael Strahan smiling.
Oh no! Modern design featuring a small blue gradient box and Helvetica text.
That looks to me more computer-ish.
It does.
The one on the right, like
Like
it's a
you asked
computer
your
company.
kid.
It looks
Computer
more
company.
technology based, and it doesn't look like a clothing company. Like the first one, it
But
looks,
you make clothes.
right. It looks like a.
You're right.
classic-
It should be like Alfred E. Newman or something.
Right, I mean, exactly. The gap.
Yeah.
Just someone with a big ass gap. Who was the chick on White Lotus? Right?
Oh yeah. The online backlash was swift and fierce, with the social media campaign and thousands of parody logos created. After only 6 days, the company abandoned the new logo and returned to its iconic classic design.
You ever think people just do that on purpose, though, to bring attention to your product?
I mean, that was the rumor with IHOP. Remember when it was IHOB for a second there, International House of Burgers? Everybody freaked the hell out.
But they said this is a joke.
Right.
Like with the Gap, I don't know. Here's the
That was
thing.
a
is
mistake.
that
Like, no one's
clothes-
And they
paying
admitted,
attention.
that it was a mistake, too.
And clothes are just, some brands just go in and out of fashion, right?
Exactly.
So like with the Gap, it's not because it was your logo.
No.
I mean, look at Champion. Right?
Now
when I was
all
a
of a
kid,
sudden
Champion
people
was
are
the best.
repping it.
Right. Then it was like discount, and now it's like expensive again.
And it's the exact same crap.
One thing I
Same
will say
stuff.
this: I still have a
Converse,
Gap
great call.
Gap shirt that I've had for about 12 years.
yeah.
T-shirt.
It's still great.
It's still like somehow it held up.
Yeah.
It was probably like 13, 14 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I still like some of my Eddie Bauer stuff.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Speaking of redesigns, Tropicana packaging redesign back in 2009. Back in 2009, Tropicana spent $35 million on a package redesign. Think about that for a second. They spent $35 million.
But you can't get a raise. We don't have the money for this, that, and the other. But we spent $35 million
And also, people aren't drinking orange juice.
on words.
The new minimalist cartoon replaced the iconic image of an orange with a straw stuck in it with a generic glass of orange juice and a new logo. The change stripped the brand of its familiar and beloved identity, and customers complained that the new look made it look cheap and difficult to recognize on store
I was going to
shelves.
say it's harder. It would
That's
be
the
harder for
thing.
me to point that out. Or
Yes.
people to pick it out.
And it's amazing how that works because it's in the same spot. You know,
Yeah.
all the other juices are there, but you will sit there on the phone with your wife like, I can't find the Tropicana. I
Because
have no
that's
idea where
the
it's
whole
at.
purpose of a logo, especially when it comes to food or something like that. When you go to the grocery store, most people are pretty loyal to their brand. You can look at a shelf of 5,000 items. You know exactly where it is,
Right.
just because the logo. So if you
I mean-
change your logo to something, you're right. I would be looking at it, go, babe, I'm telling you.
You look
they
at
don't
that,
have
and no
Tropicana."
hate to it, but that looks like a Safeway brand. That looks like
Yeah.
a Fred Meyer brand. Again, no hate to the quality or anything like
It
that.
looks like it's organic and like an upper tier.
Yes.
Overpriced.
Yes, correct.
and yet somehow less quality.
Yeah, right.
It's OJ.
Like,
Yeah.
generic does not even begin to describe how lame that
I'll
looks.
also say this: that's in a carton.
Yeah,
I like to be able to see my OJ.
I'm with you.
I want to clear
'Cause
things
that
so
way
I can
I
look at
don't-
the pulp. I can see the
Yes.
pulp level.
I don't ever accidentally buy pulp.
Right. Seriously. I mean, that is very helpful.
Yes.
Or grab a
100%.
grapefruit juice accidentally, or whatever the hell.
I still struggle when, like, you ever drink that water out of the box?
No.
Water out of the box.
It's just water, but it's in a box, and it's
No.
like, hey, man, it's in a box. It's safer for the environment. But I'm with you. I don't know why it throws me
Same
off.
with that water in a can, death, whatever.
Back in 1975, again, these are times companies tried to make something better, but made it worse instead. You guys remember that there was a competition between JVC's and VHS, or rather JVC's VHS, and Sony had their own. It was called Betamax.
Yep.
In the first format war, let's see, Sony believed consumers would prioritize superior picture quality. However, they made two critical mistakes. Betamax tapes had a shorter recording time, and Sony refused to license its technology broadly to other manufacturers.
And before that, they had Laserdisc.
Yep.
But you could not record onto it.
Correct.
So the problem was with that format is that you could play something.
Right.
But you just couldn't store anything on it.
Right. Making it useless. McDonald's Arch Deluxe back in 1996.
Oh, I like the Arch.
Hot and
I
the
like
side cold.
the Arch Deluxe, man.
So they were losing market share and decided to introduce a more grown-up burger to appeal to a sophisticated adult palate. The Arch Deluxe featured a fancier potato roll and a mustard mayo sauce. Backed by an expensive marketing campaign featuring Ronald McDonald on the golf course, the product failed completely. Customers were not looking for a fancy, expensive burger at McDonald's. It was removed from the menu after becoming one of the most expensive product flops in fast food history.
Here's the thing. It's not the sophisticated people don't go to McDonald's, but even the most sophisticated person on earth, if they go to McDonald's, they just want McDonald's.
That's right.
That's all.
Well, and again, I loved it. I was 16.
There you go.
What,
But
so
you
the
weren't
Arch
the right
Deluxe
crowd.
wasn't the hot side hot and the cool side cool.
No, that was the
Icy hot.
There was like the
Yeah.
that's
That's
all
something
like
else.
years like Jordan and like that, but that
Right.
stuff was like 80s, early 90s.
Couple of honorable mentions here. It was Microsoft's answer to the iPod.
Oh, the Zune.
The Zune did not work at all.
Hey, I used to have a Microsoft phone.
Did you really?
I love that thing.
Nice work, dude. Netflix. Anybody remember Quickster back in 2011?
I do not.
She remembers.
They announced it to be spinning off the DVD business to a new company called Quickster. In addition to creating confusion, the move forced customers to maintain two separate accounts and websites for their services. It also came months after Netflix had controversially raised its prices. The backlash was immediate and severe. It did not work. They lost 2 million subscribers and a 75% stock drop after that.
Damn.
Yeah. But then this is the number one time a company tried to make something better but made it worse instead. And in fact, in 1985, they gave it the new brand. It's
Coca-Cola.
New Coke. That's
Yep.
right. They changed the 99-year-old formula to create a sweeter version called New Coke in an attempt to compete with Pepsi. After an expensive market research campaign, the company believed the flavor change was was what consumers wanted, but the launch was a massive failure. Loyal customers were furious over the loss of their beloved original, prompting outrage and 40,000 complaint letters within 79 days.
And back then, you actually had to write a letter.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Why do you think companies spend so much, even if they're successful with something, all right? But they spend the amount of money they spend to come up with something you could ask a third grade class,
Right.
and they would reach the same conclusion you will, except they would do it in 2 minutes for free.
Right.
Ford, right? Ford introduced what's their current Drive One, right? It is what it is. The amount of money they spend for someone to eventually, after months, to say, well, they're cars. How about Drive One? Like, you spent millions of freaking dollars?
Right.
That is exactly what my children would tell you if you said, hey, here's our car. What should we say? I don't know,
No, the
Drive
other side
One.
of it, there was Pepsi Clear.
That's right.
Which was a complete
Pepsi
failure,
Clear.
too.
A woman on TikTok's home has been infested, and they're showering her with golden pungent smiles.
Showering? You mean like showering?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to the weekend and drink it time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Thrill-Hill to find out who we're toasted.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast the Parma Heights Police Department of Parma Heights,
New Jersey.
Ohio.
Ohio. Damn.
Really?
I swear to God. Parma
Okay.
Heights, Ohio. Earlier this week, the police in Parma Heights, Ohio, they sprang into action when something escaped from a local homeowner's front yard and started aimlessly rolling throughout the town. Now, body cam footage showed the pursuit as one officer finally managed to corner the thing, and then with the assistance of a member of the public, they managed to hold it in place on the side of the road. Now, eventually, the cops stuffed it into the back of a patrol car for transport. Oh,
Oh, man.
Come on, dude.
Keep it together.
Alcohol abuse.
I just got to suck it out of my pants now. But eventually,
Damn it. Come on.
that's my opening line to my wife. But eventually, the cops stuff it into the back of the patrol car for transport back to the owner's yard. But we're toasting them because the escapee in question was a giant inflatable pumpkin.
Oh,
They had
pumpkin
to-
loose.
Okay.
Oh, dude, they had to chase this thing for miles, apparently. But yeah, they eventually got a hold of it. God damn it. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
Thank you. So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola bichola. Your winner on a Bad Choice Friday coming up next.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have fantastic plans for the upcoming weekend.
I know I do, Playboy.
Are any of them legal?
In this country,
Yes, Felix.
no.
Well, to our viewers out there, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. As it is Friday, we have a few corrections regarding our broadcast from the week that was.
You messed up again, man?
Me?
Well, yeah, man. I feel like you do this every Friday, Playboy.
Yes, on occasion there's a faux pas that I'm responsible for, but most of the time, as is the case today, I'm apologizing on your behalf, Felix.
I appreciate that, man. That's nice of you to do.
Let's start with our segment about the dangers of Lyme disease.
Lyme disease is dangerous stuff, man. Some people get neurological problems, paralysis, heart problems, all kinds of bad stuff, man.
All of that is true, yes.
Then what's the problem, man?
The problem, Felix, is that while you describe the symptoms correctly, no, you cannot get Lyme's disease from eating citrus. Eating limes does not lead to Lyme's disease. You get Lyme's disease from tick bites.
Then why do they call it Lyme disease?
It's named after the city of Lyme, Connecticut, where scientists first discovered an unusually high number of cases.
Well, first, congratulations to Lyme, Connecticut. And yeah, that makes sense.
Continuing with our corrections from the week that was, I had mentioned that a local animal shelter had a Cocker Spaniel up for adoption.
Yeah, and I just said to most people probably pick Spaniel.
That's the problem right there, Felix. Okay, the Cocker Spaniel is a breed of dog. Cocker Spaniel was not a 3-word question. I wasn't asking you to make a choice. I was pointing out that a dog was up for adoption.
Okay, that's good, man. I was thinking that you was getting freaky, man. I thought you were asking me to make a decision.
No, Felix, cheese and rice. I was trying to help a dog get adopted.
You a good man, Stone.
Thank you. I'm happy to report that little Bandit was adopted by a local family.
Is Bandit the Spaniel or the other?
Bandit is the Cocker Spaniel. Bandit is both. It's a dog, Felix. One dog.
Explains why he was at an animal shelter.
Yes, Felix, it does. And finally, I need to address a series of videos Felix released this week.
What? Which one?
You released a series of videos where you recommended that people apply peppermint, eucalyptus, lavender, citronella, and even cedarwood oils to their genitalia.
Okay, I sure did, man, but don't get mad at me. I was taking the advice of that pest control guy we had in the studio.
Right, but I think you misunderstood what he was saying.
I don't think I did, Stone. The man told our viewers that those particular smells keep certain pests away.
He did say that, yes, and it took me some time to piece together how you interpreted that device, and that's when it hit, and now I want to take this opportunity to clear up any misconceptions. Cockroach is not a slang term for a pubic louse.
Say what now?
A cockroach is not the same as a pubic louse. They are two entirely different things.
So I rubbed all that stuff on my unmentionables for no reason.
It would appear so, yes, Felix.
So a cockroach is just a roach.
A cockroach is one of several different species of roach, but yes, they are a roach commonly found in households.
Yeah, man. I'd over 10,000 video views too. But yeah, don't do what I did.
I'm happy to say that most people did not do what you did, thank heavens. They just watched you do it. Anyway, that covers our corrections from the week that was. Please join us on Monday as we return.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, The Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got the Jimmys.
Fallon and Kimmel.
Stephen Colbert.
That guy.
Seth Meyers. Or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there. The title. These guys have talented teams of writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be the Ted Smith original?
The lead singer of Kiss.
Kiss.
I know. It's hard not to say it that way. The lead singer of Kiss, Gene Simmons, was in a car accident this week after apparently fainting while driving. After a hospital stay, Gene is okay and recovering at home. Also now on sale, official Kiss hospital gowns.
Ooh, man, that could be any of them.
That could be Ted Smith.
Ted Smith.
Yes.
Damn it.
I mean, like I said, that could be anybody.
You know he's thinking about it right now.
I'm kind of the lead singer. Oh no, I've crashed. You know, he's crashed like more than once.
You got any
This
hot
is like-
nurses to
like-
bring in
like-
here?
Yes, Jesus.
76. According to a new study, nearly half of engaged couples considered eloping after adding up their wedding expense. While speaking for potential wedding guests, do it. No one wants to spend another Saturday morning trying to get a hotel iron to work.
Seth Meyers.
Colbert.
Seth Meyers.
According to a new survey, nearly half of engaged couples said that they considered eloping after adding up their wedding expenses. Well, speaking for your potential wedding guests, do it. Nobody wants to spend another Saturday morning trying to get a hotel iron to work.
What's the rule on that? You do it like a destination wedding.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, do you have to go?
No, if you're doing
No.
it like, it's too expensive, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I still contend if I
You
ever
do
get...
need to RSVP, though. Let them know quickly if
Half
you can
my
or can't
friends
make it.
are a destination wedding just based on where they live.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'd have to invite too many people. If I ever do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Quick
Let
and, quick
me
and
know
easy.
ahead of time.
Yeah, weddings should be like whacking somebody. Quick, easy, efficient.
Just like whacking
The
somebody.
Ted Smith.
Treat it like murder.
I've never tried that. I kick the tires on that.
I heard authorities in the United Kingdom busted a gang suspected of stealing 40,000 phones. They got caught when one of the guys responded to a text, 40,000 new phones, who dis?
Seth.
Say Fallon.
That's Fallon.
Well, this is wild. I heard that authorities in the UK busted a gang suspected of stealing 40,000 phones.
Oh.
They got caught when one of the guys responded to a text, 40,000 new phones, who dis?
That's just stupid enough to be a foul.
I know. His are usually, yeah. The National Book Award finalists were announced this week and include a novel that takes place in a room between life and death. So I'm guessing Florida?
Seth Meyers.
That's Seth.
The National Book Award finalists were announced this week and include a novel that takes place in a room between life and death. So I'm guessing Florida?
You know what? Earlier this week, just yesterday, right? We had a poll question about working retail or bars or this and that. It's kind of interesting. Here's a list of some of the best and worst celebrity tippers.
Okay.
Does anybody have anybody that comes to mind?
I would think that the people that get good raps and bad raps, I think tips would go right along with that. So like a James Corden, I don't think he tips well.
Well,
Probably.
I know people who have worked places where famous people have come in.
Yeah.
And they've talked more about just the fact that they were there. I was at a bar in Fremont, all right, not too long ago.
Yes, you were.
And I walked in, and the Jonas Brothers were there.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
No one ever mentioned if they tipped well. They were just so excited that they were there.
That means they tipped well.
That means they tipped well.
Okay, there
Right.
you go. There
So,
you go.
Miles, who's the most famous bad tipper? He's got a nickname.
Oh, no Pippin Tippin. Scottie Pippen.
No Tippin Pippin.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll start with the bad list. This guy says he did not leave a tip. At the moment, I came up with the nickname No Tippin Pippin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard he's kind of a D-bag, no matter what the circumstance.
There used to be a guy, I can't remember his name, but he did like overnights on ESPN radio, right? So when I worked at the liquor store or bartended, I would listen to this guy, and once a week he did a segment on this. Was it tipped or gypped? And people would call in. But I can't tell you how many times people called in and were like, yeah, I had Scottie Pippen too. He just doesn't tip. And the other
did Michael Jordan used to go and drive to those places because he frequented them as well.
So that was the rumors that Jordan, when he would show up, would be like, hey, this is for Scottie since he doesn't tip.
So, not gonna lie though, I would prefer somebody who doesn't tip versus a bad tipper. You know what I mean? I would rather
Because
have...
it's less insulting
Correct.
somehow.
Scottie Pippen does not tip. So therefore, if he's in my bar, if he's in my restaurant, whatever, I know I'm not getting a tip from that guy. Okay, I'm still going to serve him the same way that I would. I just now have zero expectations. Whereas if
you
Miles
get
comes in,
if you get $3 from him, you're gonna be like, dude, that's
It's
right.
a $5,000 bill.
That's a
Right.
kick in the
right.
yeah.
Well, isn't that like the thing, right? Like, because I'm with you, right? It's like, wasn't that in Waiting? The guy throws the coins
Yes.
at him.
Yes.
It's like, come on, dude.
You need this more than I do, clearly.
This one shouldn't shock me. These are bad tippers. Jennifer Lopez. She's eating at my restaurant,
I can
and
believe
all
it.
the servers who waited on her said the same thing. She's rude, entitled, doesn't tip a penny.
Yeah.
Now, this one kind of shocked me. Tina Fey. She was demanding, smoked a cigarette outside at the outdoor table after being asked to stop, and left less than 10%.
I'm not going to lie to you. I like Tina Fey. I think she's hilarious. I like
too.
what she does. However, I'm not shocked that she doesn't tip.
I'm kind of shocked that she's a smoker.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, I am. I mean, just
I'm
So
sure
here's
she's-
here's two more that kind of shocked me because I like both these guys, especially the second one. But Dave Chappelle and Danny DeVito.
I would not think Chappelle would tip.
That he doesn't shock me as much, but DeVito kind
DeVito,
of
right.
He's been in the game so long.
well, it's because you didn't get his booster chair
Oh, Miles.
Didn't even ask.
and a bib. Where's my bib? Where's my bib?
Yeah,
Where's
that
that
was
juice is
tough.
going to run down? You know.
Yeah, I will. I know, and it's tough, right? Like I almost always tip. The only time I'm not going to tip or leave a poor tip is just if you're just the service is just that bad.
Yeah, that's all.
You know,
That's it. And a lot of people, why should I have to tip? Well, it's not that you have to. It's just a general decent thing. And the way they actually, in most places, in most circumstances, just the way they pay the wait staff to tip is part of it.
Right.
And truly, if you don't want to tip, don't go out. Just order food home or make it yourself.
Yeah, nobody argues that that shouldn't be the case, that, pay your employees. However, it is the reality that we
now
live
I
in.
will say we're getting into a tough part now, and I don't know what side of the argument people sit on, right? Because it's like get up the minimum wage, right? But then restaurants charge you for that, and then it's like I got to tip on top.
Right.
So that's tough. And then I've met some waiters who are like, I kind of wish they left it lower so people would tip more.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I don't know which is better or worse for them.
I think the worst thing
most
is
of the wait staff that I've ever dealt with in my life would rather have the lower hourly pay because they made bank off of the tips, right? And and let's just assume everyone tips average. So it's not that they're great tippers or whatever, but they made a lot more bank, and also the way you get to claim your taxes. In that case, they get to be like billionaires, right, and just claim a little bit and don't get and it's hard cash.
I was at a bar in Florida, and they have those little things that come out, the little handheld items, right?
Yeah.
And they came out, and it was a predetermined tip. You could change that, but it was
Yeah.
10%,
Oh, yeah.
14%, and 18%. And I told the waiter, I was like, hey, man, just so you know, where's the option? He's like, oh, I can do that for you. And then so I could put in a customized tip. I'm like, they're kind of lowballing
He
you
only
here.
gave him 3%.
Well, what I'm saying is they're kind of lowballing you.
Right,
here. I'm
Florida's lowball, and there's some places I go in Seattle, and it's like 20, 25, and it's like,
30.
hey, hang on,
Yeah,
20.
right.
Right. 20's the ceiling there, bud.
Sorry,
I'm in a
my
coffee
stomach
shop.
just dropped.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
We got to get out of here.
that why you're sweating?
I got 4 more minutes in it. Yeah, I'm like, ooh, man, I got to go poo.
Quit watching the game, Ted.
All right. Best tippers. Steve Carell. My biggest tip, percentage-wise, came from him. Him and his family were kind, down to earth, and a pleasure to serve.
Yeah, he strikes me as that type of guy.
Yeah.
Very quiet, but I think a genuine dude.
Yeah, that one doesn't shock me a ton. Joe Rogan. This guy says, I waited on about him about 10 years ago. Quiet, polite, low maintenance. Left $100 on a $30 tab.
Not shocked.
Nice.
Not
Yeah.
shocked.
Bruce Willis. He tipped. Jesus Christ.
Do you remember the rest of them?
You might have to,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Okay. I am not going to make it.
All right,
I am dripping
bail
sweat
out
here.
about poop here.
Bail out.
Yeah, here's some
Sorry,
other stuff.
we only got a couple
Bruce
minutes.
Willis. Do you know how much he tips on people?
Bruce Willis, how much he tips?
For every drink, how much did he tip? Every single drink.
$10.
He tipped $100 for every single drink served.
Every drink.
Friendly, low maintenance, a prince among men.
Okay.
I can believe that about him.
Right.
He doesn't drink.
seemed to enjoy his life up until his latest
But
medical
say his
episodes,
mind's
like,
going, but
he enjoyed his life. Like, I do ridiculous stuff. I get paid a lot of money. Like, share the joy, man.
Yeah.
He would not want to go out with me because I'm going to have 3 or 4 drinks. He's going to have to tip $400 just for me.
come on, Bruce, let's do another
Yeah,
shot.
exactly. Man.
That's what I got on the list.
Oh, okay, here we go. And the king. The king's on the list as well.
Oh, Elvis.
What was the percentage though back then? So I understand the
Right.
idea, but
Do you think the percentage was any different back then?
Doesn't the
or-
percentage go up over time? Doesn't that?
Was the percentage even a thing back then?
I
Like,
don't know.
I know it's been
I don't
it's
know.
been a topic of discussion in the last 2 decades at this point, but it's like back in his day, like tipping was more of
also-
just a courtesy of like keep the change there.
But
John.
also, the cost of living was extraordinarily less than
Right,
that,
sure.
even relatively speaking, right? So,
But he was also a very generous guy. At least, look, I'm basing this purely off of the
Generous with the peanut butter.
The what was it? Biopic that was on HBO for a while there of
Yeah.
him. It's like he seemed like just a genuine, nice, loved everybody type of dude. So it doesn't shock me at all that he's just laying down money.
He tipped He tipped. Went in with some officers. Stayed over an hour. They had a meal, a few beers. Elvis left with a $5,000 tip.
damn.
Oh my word!
What would that
Other
translate
officers
to today?
Said he did it all the time. You'd have to think at least $15,000 to $20,000.
I would think more than that.
Yeah, easily.
Right?
Easily.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That's how that's rolling down. Yeah.
What are you going to watch on television this week? Let's see.
Ted pooping.
Tonight.
Right. I think he left to go watch the doggone game.
No, there's no game tonight.
He just bailed on us.
Think he's watching his phone in there.
Tonight you want to watch Apple TV Plus. They have The Last Frontier. In case you're into that.
Okay.
I don't know what else. I don't think there's anything else on it. I'm just trying to.
No, nothing at all.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh,
is that
Oh, that's getting released out there.
Yeah.
That was one movie. Why do we need to make a doggone live action remake of that?
I don't know.
It's like a shot for shot remake, and like it was already CGI.
On Amazon, John Candy, I Like Me.
I want to watch that.
I plan on watching it, just not tonight.
Yeah.
There are other things going on right now, including a little game down the road and a little game up the road at UW as they're taking
That
on,
is correct.
Rutgers in town. So a lot of people are struggling to figure out what they want to watch. Watch baseball, people.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have fantastic plans for the upcoming weekend.
I know I do, Playboy.
Are any of them legal?
In this country?
Yes, Felix.
No.
Well, to our viewers out there, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. As it is Friday, we have a few corrections regarding our broadcast from the week that was.
You messed up again, man?
Me?
Well, yeah, man. I feel like you do this every Friday, Playboy.
Yes, on occasion there's a faux pas that I'm responsible for, but most of the time, as is the case today, I'm apologizing on your behalf, Felix.
I appreciate that, man. That's nice of you to do.
Let's start with our segment about the dangers of Lyme disease.
Lyme disease is dangerous stuff, man. Some people get neurological problems, paralysis, heart problems, all kinds of bad stuff, man.
All of that is true, yes.
Then what's the problem, man?
The problem, Felix, is that while you describe the symptoms correctly, no, you cannot get Lyme's disease from eating citrus. Eating limes does not lead to Lyme's disease. You get Lyme's disease from tick bites.
Then why do they call it Lyme disease?
It's named after the city of Lyme, Connecticut, where scientists first discovered an unusually high number of cases.
Well, first, congratulations to Lyme, Connecticut. And yeah, that makes sense.
Continuing with our corrections from the week that was, I had mentioned that a local animal shelter had a Cocker Spaniel up for adoption.
Yeah, and I just said that most people probably picked Spaniel.
That's the problem right there, Felix. Okay, the Cocker Spaniel is a breed of dog. Cocker Spaniel was not a 3-word question. I wasn't asking you to make a choice. I was pointing out that a dog was up for adoption.
Okay, that's good, man. I was thinking that you was getting freaky, man. I thought you were asking me to make a decision.
No, Felix, cheese and rice. I was trying to help a dog get adopted.
You a good man, Stone.
Thank you. I'm happy to report that little Bandit was adopted by a local family.
Is Bandit the Spaniel or the other?
Bandit is the Cocker Spaniel. Bandit is both. It's a dog, Felix. One dog.
Explains why he was at an animal shelter.
Yes, Felix, it does. And finally, I need to address a series of videos Felix released this week.
What? Which one?
You released a series of videos where you recommended that people apply peppermint, eucalyptus, lavender, citronella, and even cedarwood oils to the genitalia.
Okay, I sure did, man, but don't get mad at me. I was taking the advice of that pest control guy we had in the studio.
Right, but I think you misunderstood what he was saying.
I don't think I did, Stone. The man told our viewers that those particular smells keep certain pests away.
He did say that, yes, and it took me some time to piece together how you interpreted that device, and that's when it hit, and now I want to take this opportunity to clear up any misconceptions. Cockroach is not a slang term for a pubic louse.
Say what now?
A cockroach is not the same as a pubic louse. They are two entirely different things.
So I rubbed all that stuff on my unmentionables for no reason.
It would appear so, yes, Felix.
So a cockroach is just a roach?
A cockroach is one of several different species of roach, but yes, they are a roach commonly found in households.
Yeah, man. I had over 10,000 video views, too. But yeah, don't do what I did.
I'm happy to say that most people did not do what you did, thank heavens. They just watched you do it. Anyway, that covers our corrections from the week that was. Please join us on Monday as we return from Las Vegas for the Broadcasters Convention. Should be a good time. We'll see you Monday.
Hey bro, Menthru Muragara Besuito Bira. Super freshu, super strong, taste boom. Beer drink now, anata wa big man desa. No wait, no think. Just grab Menthru Muraga. Сейчас. Kanpai. Menthru Muragara Besuito Bira.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. A woman has her house invaded by hundreds of ladybugs. Fun fact, they will pee on you. Meanwhile, an LA woman is prying on old men on dating apps with a huge nose to say achoo. Did you see the size of that schnoz?
Yes, I did.
Family is upset that cops thought a man was drunk while he was having a stroke. Teens save a man having a medical emergency that probably would have croaked. And a delivery driver steals 16 grand worth of people's stuff. It is time for your headline.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cock.
Think Ted's all right, man?
Are you going to tell Ted still
A tough story tonight. Ted probably got a hemorrhoid. Good
Someone
God.
should actually go check on it.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll notice
okay?
that Ted is not here.
We're about 12 minutes, 10 minutes deep here.
Did he fall in? Is he okay?
Well, did you guys smell the fart in my car earlier today? We were all together.
No, I didn't.
I think he was crowding me.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, buddy. Feel better. Jesus. Our top story, we go to the lovely world of the internet.
I think he makes it back before the end of the show.
I don't know, man. He needs to. We need just show face, just so everybody knows he's okay. Lovely world of the internet, where one woman is the envy of nobody. She shared a video of her situation on TikTok showing that her home has been infested by ladybugs. Coating the windows, sills, walls, and any crevice that they can find, she's claimed that they are making themselves at home as well, urinating on all surfaces, including
I did not
her.
know that. I didn't know that.
I didn't know they pee.
I didn't know
Said
unisex did
it's
that.
yellow and smelly. Here's the other thing about these ladybugs, all right? So she's just kind of making headlines. Then there was an adjoining story. I guess this time of the year, it's the big migration over there for these ladybugs. But in addition to them peeing on you, so she's not the only person with all these ladybugs in her house. She's got peed on. I don't know why, but also apparently they're carrying certain STDs.
Oh.
I was like,
See,
you
I thought
got
ladybugs
to
were
be
like
kidding.
the friendly,
Yes,
no
right?
worry.
But they were like,
insect.
dude, close your windows, lock your doors. These ladybugs,
No,
they will pee on you and they have STDs.
No one voluntarily goes and picks up a bug.
No.
Unless it's a ladybug.
Yes.
If a butterfly lands on you, no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, for the most part, if you're going to pick up a bug,
It'll be
it
a
probably will be a ladybug.
Right. I'm with you. So she believes that there's a nest somewhere under her house, in her house, around her house.
It's mating season, dude.
Well, as we're getting cold out here, they're going into hibernation.
Oh, right.
Why do
right.
they
But
release
then-
those things in gardens? So what do? They eat something or?
I guess.
They're bugs. They
eat other bugs?
They help the ecosystem
Okay,
somehow.
all
Like
right.
I have no idea, but there's been a wave of warm weather that's come through. So they're wondering if they went into hibernate for the winter and
And
they're
all
like,
come out
oh,
at
we're
once."
done, and then they came out. That would suck. Side note,
pee on some people.
It was going to happen either way.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they cracked out because I'm still waiting for him to walk in, dude.
He's not. Man, should I go knock on the door?
Oh, maybe, dude. We got a few minutes left. In other news,
I'm leaving. I'm going to go watch that game. I'm not hanging out.
I know, dude. You're going to make me say it. I'm the Mariner fan, Miles.
I've been a Mariner fan for 20 years too.
Okay. 30 years. To Minnesota.
Well, you got me on that one.
Well,
yeah.
we've got a bad look for a local police department. This one's awful. Officers on patrol witnessed a car make a left turn into oncoming traffic and even hitting the median while they were trying to correct their mistake, right?
All right.
They conducted a traffic stop due to the erratic driving and determined that the driver was under the influence of drugs and brought him into custody. Pretty open and shut case, right?
Sure.
But now they've got a problem because the man died in their custody.
Oh.
Because he was not suffering from the effects of drugs. He had left his work shift early. He works as a post office worker. He left
no.
early, right? Reportedly suffering from a headache and decreased vision. During his traffic stop, he was unable to form a cohesive sentence. And if the examiner at the station had gone through all the required steps, it's a 12-step evaluation. When somebody's brought in for drugs, I learned this through this story. When somebody's brought in, believed to be under the influence
God, he's
of
coming
drugs.
out.
Oh, is he all right?
He's alive.
Jeez, a whiz. That was a long one, buddy. Are you all right?
You know, now I feel great.
I bet you do.
You beat the 8-second time.
It just, I don't know, man. I just started dripping sweat. I was just like, oh, I'm not going to make it.
No.
I thought I was going to have to puke in the corner of the studio.
Damn, dude.
Hey, Miles, thanks for picking me up.
Yeah, got you.
So back to this. You came in on a banger of a story, Ted.
Oh, yeah?
So when somebody's brought into a police station believed to be under the influence of drugs, there is a 12-step medical evaluation to determine if that actually is what's going on with them.
All right.
This guy did like 3 steps and then said, nope, he's on drugs. Didn't even check his pulse or nothing like that. So the thing is that if they had gone through all those required steps, they might have figured out that it wasn't drugs he was suffering through, but a stroke.
Oh, come on.
The guy had a doggone stroke and died in custody. They thought that he was under the influence of drugs. So now the family's taking the department to court.
I bet they are.
Yeah, they're going to get a lot of money.
That they are. Still in Minnesota, a local Target branch is the latest victim of the calls coming from inside the house.
Uh-oh.
Several customers have called in with complaints over the span of weeks that their shipped deliveries were never received. Shipped is the delivery service for Target.
HIPT, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So now porch pirates are nothing new in this day and age, but it stings a little bit harder when the items ever got cold on the porch. Evidence has been collected over a span of time that points to one single perpetrator of these crimes, the very driver tasked with making the delivery.
How would you not think they're going to track it back to you?
Right. The evidence found that
$16,000 worth of stuff.
Correct. He would set it down, take a picture. It was delivered, and then he'd
pick it up
scoop
and
it
walk
right
away.
back up and walk out. And I thought the same thing.
It's like ring cams, dude. Ring cams.
Come back 5 minutes later in a different car and steal it. Have a buddy tailing you.
Right.
Like your stupid ass in your uniform.
We should not have to teach you how to be a better criminal.
No kidding, dude. But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
We go to Kansas, where there's still hope for the future. Police got a call about a truck that was swerving in and out of a ditch along a local road and arrived to find the truck stopped with 2 teenagers on the scene along with the driver. Story goes that the teens, 17 and 19 years old, spotted the truck swerving and quickly recognized that something was wrong. They knew that he was suffering from something. Wasting no time, they pulled in front of the truck and got him to slow down and eventually stop.
What if they drove into the ditch with their car, and slowed it down, and stopped the car that way?
Right.
Which is admirable.
When officers arrived, they concluded that he was suffering from low blood sugar and was non-responsive.
See, I do a pit maneuver and flip it.
Stop, you son of a... The officers commended the boys for their actions, crediting them with saving the man's life and potential others as well. The city plans to recognize the teens at the next council meeting, and the driver and his wife plan to be there as well to thank the teens.
Yeah, but they
one more time. Beautiful story. Men's Room Sports. The Kraken had an excellent showing in their season opener against Anaheim, winning with a solid 3-1 score here at home. Well done, boys. They're back in action tomorrow with a challenge already as they're hosting the Golden Knights coming into town. That'll be on KHN and Kong tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mariners, root now. Not going to say anything else.
Mariners, root now.
Talk to y'all about Monday.
I told you not to hire Tarzan.
I am root.
Seahawks have a 10 a.m. start on Sunday against the Jags in Jacksonville. Lots of college football, NFL football, NBA preseason, NHL hockey, all on the ESPNs, CBS's, Fox, NBC's. Y'all know where they're all at. As far as your weather, traditional fall is here in Seattle. Let's see what... on and off showers all weekend with a temperature hovering in the mid-50s. That's what we got. That's it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawkins.
Unwrapped and acoustic holiday tickets for you all weekend starting tonight with the lovely Jolene. Enjoy yourself. Buy those tickets, by the way, KISW.com.
Get 'em.
Before they sell out, we'll talk to you again on Monday.
Yes, indeed, it's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until Monday, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.